And with
All
that,
right.
we are active and live. Hey, thanks to everyone that's going to show up and watch the video. Let's play this game. Always feel free to join. Type !join, then your pronoun, he, she, they. Oh boy. So,
Someone's here,
oh, we have someone?
apparently. I don't know. I see 4, and it doesn't count. It doesn't count yourself. So,
Well, they can hop in whenever they like.
let me send this to some Discord. Oh yeah, no, I'll send the tweet. That'll be a better idea. Because I have some channels that like, hey, you stream too? Self promo channel. And it's like, cool. I'm gonna be using that.
Actually, I need to send a tweet myself because this one does not do that.
Hindsight 2020.
Yep. Hey, using new.
Well, here's the thing. Yeah, no, understandable. But also, what was it? My biggest crime is I forget to put the game's. I forget to set the capture to the game source.
Oof.
It's not that. Well, I mean, I don't do it like. Shit. How do I word this? Oh wait, that's general. Let's delete that. I don't do it when I've gone live for a few seconds or whatnot, because the second I open up OBS, the screen's black, and it's just like, oh, I have it on the wrong capture. Let's fix that. So at least OBS has a way of telling me, hey, you're not streaming from the right source, or else there'd be an image here. All right, I got the word out. Let's see what happens.
Me too.
What the hell just happened here? What did I click on? Anyway. No. I want more rewards. I need to mute your channel. There we go. Well, not mute the site. Not the thing. So that way it counts as touching. And then, alright. I am good to go. Am I supposed to introduce myself? Have I been interrupting this whole time?
If you guys want, we can do introductions right now. That'll work.
Hindsight 2020, me too. I guess I'll start since everyone was awkwardly quiet for a few seconds there. Alright, so I'm Gordon Spa. The Spa stands for Spider Pop Arcade. That is what I call my streams. I'm a variety streamer who really likes Monster Folk and Future Funk. I also have a massive games library, and God willing, I'll finish some freaking games from that massive library at some point.
One day.
I am currently playing Breath of the Wild. I am dubbing it the boyfriend run. Why? I don't know. You'll just have to watch and find out.
And
Though if you know me, it's obvious why it's called that.
And then let's go ahead and introduce Lots of Owls.
Hello, that's me. I like to play party games, and I like to do like the RPG games. I'm doing a nostalgia run of Final Fantasy X if I can ever get it set up on the desktop, because my laptop keeps freezing, which I guess is a normal problem with Iris graphics cards. But yeah, so I'm looking into that, and I do crafting, and I'm gonna probably open up to do just chat, but we'll see how that goes.
Alright, and if that's the end, let's go to the other half of M&M Gaming, Manic Crew.
What's happening?
Wait, you're not muted this time.
I am Manic Crew. I am, like you said, the other half of the collaboration between Doodknight and I of M&M Gaming. You can find us on Rumble. I currently do some long form playthroughs. I'm usually on around 5 a.m. But you can actually also find a couple of these runs. We like to do Apex together. We like to do the Forest together, which we do need to get that back on. And then yes, that one would be a good one too. I actually found this one called Out of Space. That's pretty good too. It'd be interesting to kind of get everybody to run around in the one.
Did you play that one on my library?
I found a bunch of bundles, like humble bundles, and a bunch of bundles that were like $10 or $20.
Oh, nice.
For 13 games. So I have expanded my games library entirely too quickly. But anyway,
You think if you're worried about doing it too fast, stay away from Fanatical.
yes, they are part of the problem.
All right.
But yeah, we're like I said, we're currently running some things, and hopefully, like I said, we can get a little bit more regular in some of these collaborations. For now, it does look like Monday nights will be our King of the Castle runs, but you know, we're like I said, there's a couple of things that we'd like to get back to. Like I said, Dark and Darker is definitely one of them, and then the Forest as well as Sea of Thieves. So again, feel free to join in whenever you see us. Oh, and
what? What's going on?
He's gonna do a shameless plug real quick.
Oh. Also, he's gonna post it in the
Dancing
what's it
Blood.
called? Roach Mogul, or Roach Mogul.
Oh, let's find out who he joined. He's a count.
He also seems to really like Joel from Vine Sauce, which I could appreciate. I'm a huge Vine Sauce fan.
Fair enough. All right.
that's the Discord server, so feel free to join if and when you want updates for whenever any one of us are on.
So that way you'll have a more up-to-date live notification. You won't miss any of our stuff, and you can even talk to us behind the scenes if you so chose. I'm on Discord more than I am streaming.
Am I the only one that's chatting in the what's it called channel? The studio channel?
Right now I'm not chatting at all, but I can.
I just realized it has that function, and I didn't know if anybody else was actually like in it.
Yeah,
Oh,
I think
right.
there's a thing for it. Show chat. Yep. See?
That's the
Okay,
little
cool.
friend.
It can be done. It's at the top right
Fabulous.
of the call.
Oh,
It should actually also be next to the studio tab and voice channels.
Roach. Counts are fine. We have cookies and demons. Alright.
and every Saturday we have a Leslie potluck.
A Leslie potluck?
Yes, because the church doesn't like lesbians, and we're like not church folk.
I mean, fair enough. Thing is, your king is. So. Alright. Let's go ahead and do, as per usual, council introduction. Now that you're king, your first duty is to meet with the Council of Nobles. Introduce myself to the Counts of the East. You know my father.
That's me. Your father was a hack.
Well, Roach is the one. Would you mind voicing for Roach?
But am I voting for Roach? Sure. Yeah, let's see.
In order to finally make your acquaintance, Your Highness, I was dismayed to hear your father's passing.
Oh my god, imagine that's his voice. Is that canon now? If so, can you just lower the decibels of it by like 2?
Let me see.
Roach's emotes.
Ah, here we go.
Why do I know that face?
It's Mr. Fink or Mr. Dink from Doug.
Dog, it
Oh,
is!
that's who he
awesome!
is!
Mr. Dink's kind of like a running joke in Vine Sauce. It's a little hard to explain.
Okay. Now introduce myself to the patricians.
I'm just gonna be picking any creepy voice I can. The voice
Like his
Roach.
voice changes depending on the demon that's taking him over at the time.
We've got demon voices here. We also have a voice called Hive Mind that I really appreciate.
Oh god. Alright.
I want someone to play Undertale because I have the perfect voice for Metaton. And people love watching people in the community love watching first timers play that game, but if you're gonna play it, do not look at your chat. Like, do not. Just hide it from your channel, and then, like, let me be there so I can voice characters, and then I'll handle that.
Alrighty. Lots of Owls the Second.
Pleasure, Your Serene Highness. I hope to see our kingdom prosper and grow wealthy under your reign.
And to the Barons of the March.
It's still the original me. Hail and well met, Your
I'm
Highness.
surprised he didn't
Under
die
your
that last
leadership,
game.
we'll whip this kingdom into shape. Yeah, I always die. Well, I died like 4 times once.
So they're
I remember
probably
that.
pissed. My father used the spy network to secure my reign. So they're probably very happy that he's dead and no longer blackmailing them. And with that, introductions are done. The council hall immediately fills with raised voices as the nobles argue. Is this what your father fought so hard for? Well, without the blackmail, it does that.
15 years of blackmail.
No piggybacking.
Which one of us was afraid of lemons? Because that was fucking funny.
I believe that was one of the other nobles.
Oh, that's right. It was
It
one
was
of the other nobles.
Maroon. Was it Maroon? Hello, Maroon!
Hey, welcome back.
And Maroon
Yay!
is
Now we
patricians
know.
again.
Now we know only to call you Maroon, which I can appreciate. Good to have you
appreciate
back.
it because me saying ooh woo is apparently not. Coronation time, shall we?
Agony, pain, even.
You want me
now
to
on.
just call you
Just
ooh woo?
No, they're kidding.
Your Majesty, it was an honor to serve your father. But now it's your
That's a
time
fucking
to
lie.
take the crown. No?
I'm pissed off at your console, by the way.
Fair enough. As is tradition, the council will decide what happens at your coronation. Should I get changed into my waterproof robes then? It may be for
I
the
really
best.
appreciate that.
Shall we call the nobles in? I like that it gave us that extra option because of what happened. Alright. So the treasury is too low to invite foreign dignities. Whatevers. I'm actually just
Foreign
gonna
whatevers.
veto the fountain. Can I? I'm gonna remove that.
I wasn't
We don't
gonna
need
pick
no
that one.
stinking badges.
Well, I'm
We only,
remembering.
you're not a witch. You're not your sister.
Well, I'm remembering what this
what
character's parentage is, and Fountains of Wine sounds amazing.
Okay.
Yes, that is true. They were both very strong in the drink.
Well, the father less so, but the mother mostly.
Oh wait, I have to put on this too.
And to stay in
Eep.
character,
Why did I
am
pull it?
drinking.
What? Don't go crazy now.
Right.
Like my friend who played Smash Brothers and vomited on stream.
We have one more missing. That would be.
Here you go.
There we go. Yeah, I should have vetoed that. But drinking party, Smash Brothers.
I've played it before. I drank 3/4 of a big ass bottle of vodka. It was not a good time.
No.
It was my first blackout. But at the very least, I was in a controlled environment with people I trusted. Emphasis on the
Oh, that's
easy at the end of that.
The coronation is a great success. Jugglers, wine, fireworks, and feasts. It has an impact on your treasury, of course, but what doesn't?
Saving.
And path to victory.
Not marrying someone who wants to put all their money in the church.
Yeah.
Look, I loved him, but like, whew, he was a little too giving to the church.
Yeah. Your Majesty, you have some big boots to fill, and with your father out of the picture, the nobles will be looking for any opportunity to replace you. When you die, how do you hope the kingdom will remember you? Oh, this is going to... Nope. That's not gonna happen. As the architect of a new golden age, a lofty goal indeed. I suggest, over the next few years, you focus on improving the kingdom's overall trade as much as possible.
Nice.
Sometimes being a saint is a good way to rule, just saying. I tried that, all 3 factions rebelled. It's true.
There was unification.
It was. In hatred. Once you have an heir, I will return to discuss how your ambition is progressing. Good luck, Your Majesty. Alright, and now I end the season.
What does Mind Kingdom think of me? They seem to tolerate you, Your Grace. Marvelous.
Bastion of the Manic-Crude bloodline, sinister Marcher Hunter, stands before a blazing hearth, shouting and swearing.
When have the barons of the march backed down from a fight? Never! I know you'll do whatever it takes to put me, your rightful king, on the throne.
He's so much more bloodthirsty than the last one.
He's a grumpy old man.
Alright,
I like it.
Marshers, please vote. Seems like Manic has voting power. Karl Marx looking yes.
Yes! But only pure communism.
You mean the thing that's physically impossible?
Only if you have a shitty leader.
I plan my goals to be just out of reach.
Fair. Means you're always going to keep reaching and therefore improving.
Precisely. That's the pretty way of putting that.
The Barons
Only
plan
failing
to
is the other way,
swap
but
the
whatever.
real king for a perfect doppelganger. First, they must gain the trust of the Spy Master. To advance their scheme, the Barons must be the region with the lowest defiance in 2 seasons.
So far, so good.
The Patricians, Maurice of Maroon's family. Maurice
That's
of
me,
Maroon
right?
family. Sinister business
Wait, no.
scribbles with a well-used quill on a hardwood desk, muttering in frustration.
Fellow patricians of the coast, my claim to the throne is far more legitimate than that of King Doodknight II. Something must be done.
Alright, patricians. You want to lower stability, lower treasury, or lower authority? Yeah, I saw that coming, Maroon. And of course, as is tradition, they're in lockstep.
The only way to get things done.
Conspiracy. The patricians plan to sink the king.
We
under
will
the
make
pressure of
edits
death.
to the Wikipedia entry.
Oh, of course. To advance their scheme, the patricians must lower the treasury to 1,500 or less in 3 seasons.
Good fucking luck.
I'm worried this might be a fast one.
I'm actually, yeah. That was aimed more at you than it was to the owls.
Maisie of the Gordon SPA dynasty, a notorious former hermit, leans delicately on a podium, whispering carefully.
We're gonna have to do funny voices for this one. Let's see. What do we got here? No, fuck it. We'll just pick the hive mind. I'm sure there's demons everywhere here. My fellow counts, in ancient times the East was its own proud kingdom. We can bring back those days of glory, but not all the false king who made the second wears the crown.
Can we lower the decibels just a little bit? I don't know if it's because there's so many voices.
Maybe you
but-
should lower. Oh wait, right. You don't have that. Fuck. Oh well, you could lower my volume on Discord.
Yeah. That's what I'll do then.
I'll keep doing. We'll see. What can I talk about till you interrupt me and be like, okay, we're at a good
No,
spot.
we're already good.
Cool.
I lowered you to half.
Cool.
I can still hear you clear.
Perfect.
Alright, counts, please vote.
Oh, what do we want? Well, we're not going for fucking faith again. That's for sure. Not farming. I mean, I don't want farming.
But you're already
Faith
there.
sounds like it could be good. Mine nobles. What shall we vote for? Because honestly, I don't care.
Roach. Looks like he's looking for you. B. Ascension.
B, you know
or
what?
own
Let's
faith.
fucking do it. Maybe we'll get one of our gods to... Maybe we'll get one of us to ascend in, like, a public event, and people are like, wow, that man's going up into heaven. Fuck the king.
I mean, black magic can do that. The counts plan to induct the king into their secret cult and offer him immortality in exchange for the throne. First, they must reduce the power of the Eastern Church. Oh god, that actually is plausible with this one. To advance their scheme, the counts must lower their faith to 4 or less in 3 seasons. It's already there.
Huzzah.
Alright. Bastien, Mezzi, Maurice. No one's pissed and my treachery is garbage. And now... Monarch's golden choice is what I'll accept. The Cool Counts Club. Wow. And yes, bribery is a thing, and that's what I'm doing. Ah, let's start with the counts who have their thing. Without a word, Count Gordon SPA hands you a blood red envelope. It is sealed with a white wax in the shape of a skull.
Don't mind that, that's just our family crest. It's all good.
Inside is a beautifully written invitation to an event called the Crimson Vigil, due to take place on an autumn night later this year. Yeah, that actually...
Damn heathens!
I mean, we'll have a potluck. It'll be nice and great.
Please don't invite me to
It's
those
just a
potlucks.
potluck.
What is this all about?
Let's find out. I can say no more. You must choose whether to accept our invitation or to decline it.
It'll be a night to die for.
Who said that?
Yeah. You know what? If it's a party,
Hell
I
yeah.
will see you... Oh, that's you.
I will see you at the next vigil, Your Majesty. It'll be fun, games, a bloodbath. What was that last one? Games.
The treasury
Don't drink the Kool-Aid.
Is Mikey muted again?
Your Highness.
No.
Okay.
I'm just messing with stuff around here.
Understandable.
What do you suggest we do? Apart from raising taxes, we have precious few options. You could get a bank loan or sell off the crown jewels, or perhaps crack open some of your predecessors' tombs. Most were buried with piles of gold, or so I've heard.
This woman needs to be fired.
Yeah? Yeah, she does.
Though I appreciate the ingenuity and resourcefulness, she terrifies me.
A little bit.
Grave robbery for the skullduggery. Because literal skull digging.
I mean... So I do not condone what I'm about to do in real life. Let me make that clear. But I own the Royal Mint, don't I? Make more coins. The Royal Mint begins churning out new coins, allowing you to pay off several old debts. That's not gonna bite me in the ass later.
It never does.
Oh, but the short shorts would be such a mistake.
Oh god. Do you see my build? I am a big man. The last thing you want is me being Tomb Raider. Now the Honor Guard. Good news, Your Majesty. Oh, it's a chick. Good news, Your Majesty. I've received a vision.
Subtle equals woman.
Shh. I saw you bathed in holy light, blades and missiles crumbling to dust before they could reach you. You do not need to recruit an honor guard. The 9th god will shield you from all harm. I've never seen the 9th protect someone from a sword through the chest. You need tangible guards, Your Majesty. I mean, can't I choose to just let the faith protect me? My father's gonna watch over me, right? He was a saint. And yes, Roach, that's the good news I was going for. I've made my choice. I await your verdict with bated breath. I don't need an honor guard. Your Majesty, I must protest in the strongest possible terms. The nobles will consider this an insult to their warriors' prowess. And more importantly, without an honor guard, you'll be totally unprotected. Is your life worth so little to you? I mean, yeah. I'm willing to risk it. Fine. No doubt the common
Or the
folk will
biscuit.
see this as a sign of strength. Yeah, that's right, Roach. But don't blame me when you wind up in the wrong end of an assassin's blade. My father fought a battle and charged an army. My mother was a badass. I think I've got this.
Oh yeah, she knew how to handle a crossbow.
She knew how to handle quite a few shafts. At last,
Dude, that's your mom. That's gross.
a king who trusts what?
That's
She
also
knows
his
how to
life
shoot
when
a
you think about it.
crossbow.
He's playing as both of them. Oh my god.
Sorry, I
How
was
come
late.
How come I don't have a rim shot on here?
A king who trusts in the ninth. You have nothing.
I
to
have
fear,
the
Your
I have the
Majesty.
live studio audience. That's what I got.
Your enemy's arrows shall miss and their swords shall falter. I hope so, because this would really suck otherwise. End season. Alright everyone, before I start the auction, let's go ahead and, well, okay, Gordon
Oh,
and
God.
Marie don't have any money, but
Oh
Go
yeah, we
ahead.
were fucking broke after the last game. Oh, we have nothing.
you can invest in A, to raise the trade of red, or B, to lower my stability, C, to raise my stability, D, to lower purple's faith, E, to raise my authority, and F, to lower my authority. Auction is starting. You want to do fund XY, where X is the character code and Y is the amount. Alright, barons are funding B to lower my stability, and the counts, of course, went 69 for lowering faith. Oh, we've got patricians, lots of owl, putting 100 into F to lower my authority. So right now it looks like my stability into, oh, D's lowering faith again. Roach is trying to help Gordon with the mission here.
Yeah, good luck, because I ain't got
Alright.
no money.
Now it's F and D? Oh man, things are moving a little quick with all these funding. Manic has money and so does Roach. As things stands, Purple's faith will lower and my authority will drop. Time's up.
I mean, like, your currency is fake anyway, so,
You don't know that yet.
I mean,
It's gonna bite me in the ass. I have coffee, I don't need money. Okay. So, do I want to joust? Do I want to go to the vigil? Or do I want to find it? No, I'm going to test my faith's armor.
You can actually part. Never mind.
I hope I can. Your Majesty, the Barons of the Marsh have invited you to a jousting tournament. How delightfully rustic. Wonderful! I'll compete myself! Superb, Your Majesty. I will send your acceptance directly. Yes.
The joust.
Okay, look at the parentage of this man. There's very little self-preservation.
I mean, when you're king in this game, that just comes with being king. That's par for the course.
I suppose, but I mean, I thought the rest of us tried to, well, maybe not you, because you and your husband
No.
charged in, but
Hey, it was his idea. Who am I to say
was?
that it was a bad idea?
Yeah, they were subsequently ripped to shreds, but it was definitely.
It was
an
fun.
idea.
We went out like Jet Li and Hero.
before a cannon hit you in the face.
You know what? They preserved the area where the arrows didn't hit, and it looks like our silhouettes are holding hands. It's beautiful.
See, that was the case. Then we had someone paint the image and then refurbish the castle.
Oh, that's dumb as hell.
I have to tell you, I'm really grumpy. I was working with the Sisters of Steel, and they taught me how to fight, and it was like all...
Oh, yeah.
And it all meant nothing!
It all meant nothing.
Yep, and the one that did all the heavy lifting against you didn't even get a chance to be voted for. The Crimson Vigil.
Yay.
The Crimson Vigil takes place in a bleak castle atop an eastern hill. Your journey takes weeks, and your baggage train keeps getting stuck in bogs. Guests at the Crimson Vigil compete on who can dress in the most ghoulish and frightening costume.
Dude, we invited you to a Halloween party. It's great.
Yeah. Wait,
Ooh.
most ghoulish and frightening. Should I dress as my father's spy master?
Ah, that was funny.
Yeah, order it
I
from
feel like a demon would be like par for the course, though, because I feel like everyone's going to be a demon.
A dragon with a gem-studded wings and a golden tail.
It's supposed to be a frightening
funny.
costume. That's not frightening.
It is.
I would
when
say
have
either.
a headset.
I would say do the ghost, because the demon with horns sounds nice, but like I have a feeling everyone's gonna be dressing like a fucking demon. Where the fuck did all this money come from?
Yeah, but no one's.
Brandon his own. I was thinking the same thing.
What do you mean? It's always been there. The wings get stuck in castle doorways and you keep tripping over the tail, but the counts are in awe at such a display of ostentatious wealth.
What the
Why
fuck
do they got a head
costume
on
did
the
they go
clanking
for?
chains, man?
I
That's
went for
cool,
the dragon.
Wow, you bitch.
As you're assessing your appearance, Count Gordon SPA sweeps in dressed as a living corpse.
Wait, I think I actually have a zombie voice here. Let me see.
Oh.
Where the hell
Count has a
is it?
Bowser cosplay. Like,
Okay, hold on. Here it is, zombie. It's probably just gonna be grunts, but let's see.
Welcome, welcome. Our costume is extraordinary, Your Highness. Truly, it puts the shame.
Was it just a bunch of grunts?
no, it was just really like deep. It sounded more like a demon voice than I would expect.
Oh.
A zombie.
This is what the program thinks they sound like.
Kind of the higher pitched equivalent.
Oh god. It's the ends of the same spectrum.
Oh,
Alright,
fine.
let's see. Welcome, welcome. Your costume is extraordinary, Your Highness. Truly, it puts the rest of us to shame.
Really, if I wanted to be a ghost, I could have just put holes in my veil.
Please remember to stay in the upper levels. The dungeons are out of bounds.
In the ballroom, you find the counts gathered as all dressed up as frightful monsters. Wolfmen, pumpkinheads, witches. A waiter glides past holding a tray of sandwiches. A pianist plays a mournful tune.
It's the goth brunch. It's great. The Crimson Vigil begins at midnight. What role will you take? A mourner? Or are you willing to portray a hound of the betrayer?
Oh. Tell me more about these roles.
Ooh. Surely you are familiar with our customs, Your Majesty. If you're unsure, you should stick with being a mourner.
Do you not have a more prestigious role?
Prestigious role is the king in exile. I assure you it is not foreshadowing. But that is usually reserved only for counts who have been attending the vigils for many years.
I see. I'll play a mourner. It's okay. I'm a humble king.
Excellent. Ceremonial role is to stand among the other mourners and wait for the hounds to catch the king in exile. After that, just follow what the other mourners do. Good luck.
The counts gather after a Count Gordon SPA delivers a short speech about remembering the old ways. A flaming crown is placed upon his head.
Remember that time you lit my head on fire?
Yeah.
I will be playing the King of Exile this evening. The hounds of the betrayer will try to catch me, but fear not, I am swift as a falling star and old as the hills.
Stand among the other mourners.
I assure you, my youthful appearance is not because I've been slaughtering peasants and bathing in their blood.
Gordon
It's
SPA.
It's just coconut oil.
Gordon
Does
SPA
wonders.
runs down the corridor, flames licking behind him, pursued by a dozen counts in monstrous costumes. It's a bizarre sight. I'll wait. Half an hour later, Gordon SPA is dragged back, his crown still smoldering. One by one, the other mourners drop to their knees in a posture of worship. No. The counts murmur in shock as you stand stubbornly, arms folded.
Oh, you're no fun.
The ceremony concludes with a mock execution and a bottle of very expensive red wine spilled over Gordon SPA's head.
That's what the youthful appearance is.
Sure.
That's the source of it.
The music is more cheerful. The counts dance and chat.
I like how everyone took a few seconds to be really shocked and then they all went back to partying.
Yep.
They were like... and then just went back to
I really
partying.
wanted to set that up so bad.
That's why we invited you, party pooper.
Doesn't show.
At dawn, you board your carriage and begin the long journey back to the capital.
Is there anything of consequence there despite besides the Defiance?
No, I think I kept the Defiance.
This was very, very low stakes.
Oh yeah. Well, honestly, it's not too hard for you to turn that 4 into higher to rebel. The thing is, you got
Do
no
I
military.
want to? I got no military and I got no fucking money.
Oh, yeah, I could have
Damn it,
had
nobody got
lower
no
authority. I could
That's
have
right.
lowered my authority. Finding a spouse.
It also could have like later, you know what I mean, effects, because it
ramifications.
sometimes carries over to like other stuff.
We don't need that, just do an assassin. Alright, counts.
He ain't got no money.
It's important you find a spouse sooner rather than later. I'll take the liberty of finding eligible candidates. What is your preference? Men, women? Do you not mind?
Where's your mom?
I don't know. My assumption is she died fighting the Reaper.
Nice.
He took her in her sleep because there was no way in hell she was going down without a fight. She slept with the crossbow.
Women.
That is true. Until she
That
killed the
is
snake.
100% true. That's how we killed the first assassin.
she went really peacefully holding her crossbow. She was really attached to that thing, wasn't she? Oh no, you misunderstand. She accidentally shot herself in the head. But it was fine. She was really fucking old anyway.
And she was wasted to begin with.
We couldn't feel a thing.
Thank you, Your Majesty. I'll send out messengers to the most...
But she died in her
influential
sleep while she was also
families in the
incredibly
kingdom.
intoxicated.
Let's see what they have to offer.
She was a fun woman.
That was just her resting blood alcohol level. No need to question it.
That actually probably was. She was drinking non-stop. Why do you think the treasury was so low?
Ooh.
Seeking simulacrum. Simulacrum. Deep in the forests of the marsh, Baron Manicrude has gone boar hunting with a few of his close friends.
You said you had a surprise for me? Indeed, and here it is. Behold. Your Highness, what are you doing here at such an hour? I'm sorry, I hope I didn't overhear any. Quit blabbering, you blowhard. This isn't a king. It's a peasant with a king's spitting image. Great God! And just in time. The spymaster trusts us so much that she's not noticed that we're fortifying the border. That means we can move to the next phase. Kidnapping the king and putting this fool in his place.
I'm starting to regret not having guards.
How do we manage that? We need the kingdom in utter chaos. Bad enough that the king's abduction can slip past unnoticed.
For the next stage of their scheme, the barons must lower stability to 4 or less in 4 seasons.
Balls.
I do have the 9th, but that doesn't protect me from kidnapping, only death.
Rebel!
I think I'm good with everything now. Because I don't need money, but I don't necessarily want to give you guys more money.
But money.
You're right, you should coal tax everyone.
Yes, I too would like more money.
You'll have money in votes. Bribe us all you can afford it.
I don't think that's how that works.
They're gonna offer me crumbs when I already have nothing. Please.
So I'm gonna start with the wife.
You better start picking them fucking cards like very carefully.
Right? I have found 3 potential matches for you. 1 eligible young woman from each of the kingdom's 3 regions. Choose wisely, you'll be securing a powerful alliance. Yes, I know. The Chancellor leads you to the Great Hall where they've arranged 3 portraits on easels. For now, each is covered by a cloth. Wait, I don't even get to meet them?
Technically, the barons already have someone on the throne because you are part baron of the march.
That's true. There's no
I'm already winning!
You do have a leg up. You just need a match that befits your station and suits your political needs. They whisk away the cloth from the first portrait. This is Sashara, eldest daughter of the Eastern Roach Mogul dynasty. Apparently they had a hell of a time getting her to smile for this portrait. She had a laboratory installed in her castle and spends most of her time there conducting bizarre experiments. She's obsessed with her family's legacy. She's interesting.
Hi, Roach. Thanks for coming.
Oh,
Later,
thanks,
dude.
Roach.
Wait, which one did mine already pop up?
Yeah, that was the first one.
This is it.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
That was it.
Trying to get a good look at her.
She needed a
That's
sandwich.
fine.
She didn't
Needed
look
a
all that
sandwich?
feminine.
Well, understandable.
From the coast, we have Aurelia.
Also, you're stupid because the last one looked like Anne Hathaway.
Yeah, needed a sandwich.
Well,
Also, yes.
I don't know. She's gotten. She got back to like a normal physique after Les Mis. It was funny because the media was glorifying it. Like, you lost a lot of weight for Les Mis. And she's like, yeah, because I was supposed to be a poor girl who looked like she was fucking dying. I was just like, thank you for not glorifying this.
From the coast, we have Aurelia, the wealthy heiress to Lord Patrician Maroon's estate. She spends most of her time in the solitude of her villa. Villa. So I know little about her. Could be worse, could be a lot better. Why do they all look masculine to me?
I
angry,
think, I think your son has a very particular taste.
And fine. The son didn't choose any of
Dude,
them.
you had no, but I'm making a joke. But also, you had a warrior mom, so
That's
They
fair
all
enough.
have big noses. They look like the Chancellor.
Oh God, the Chancellor is the one choosing it.
Subtle,
Is the
dude.
Chancellor hiding
Subtle.
some?
I think the Chancellor's trying to not so subtly tell you something.
Yeah, apparently. And finally, we have the March's offering.
Let's take a look at her.
Gisarda, scion of the prestigious Manicrude bloodline. She's known for her blunt honesty, the kind of honesty that makes you enemies. Like most of the barons, her great passion is hunting. No beast is safe from her crossbow. She's also said to be obsessed with carving a place for herself in history. So, I like the personality of this one. One of them I know nothing about, and the other one, I like how ingenious she is. What do you think? Of course, by picking a candidate, you'll anger the other regions, but you'll gain a lifelong alliance.
Keep it with your people.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's two people from your lineage, your bloodline. It's like I'm literally going to marry my cousin.
Oh my gosh, dude, our puppy has 6 toes on both her back feet. I think it's from inbreeding.
It could be.
It could just be a random mutation.
I'm actually pretty sure that's part of the breed, because they climb mountains backwards to keep their eyes on the sheep, or flock, or whatever. Is what everybody says. So we don't have any sheep, so we don't know. But this dog is rank.
I would not mind having a pet goat. I love goats.
Which of them do you wish to marry? I don't really like any of them.
No one said you had to like them.
Without a marriage, you're alone. No alliance and no support, not to mention an insult to the most powerful families in the kingdom. What possible reason could you have for choosing not to marry? Well, because the one I'm most interested in is my cousin.
You don't know that. The Baron or the marches are huge, man. You know?
Just because they're a noble doesn't mean that they're related to you.
They were both from the Manic Crude bloodline.
Never mind. No, it's very accurate.
Expressly said Manic Crude bloodline.
I mean, I'm totally okay. Go for it. In honor of the 9th man. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, I might have to.
That's right, Maroon.
Actually.
The honor guard is the 9th god, and your spouse is the 9th god, and...
Yeah. I'm following a little bit in my father's footsteps.
I'm married to the Lord. No, I'm married to the Lord. You bitch!
I'm sure the church will be very
Shit, what was that from?
Devotion.
That was from the Oblogs. Non-pile!
But the nobles won't. They'll see it as abandonment of your duty. Good luck in the days ahead. You'll need it. I got an achievement saying ready to kingle.
Nice.
How is that not a clip on YouTube?
Saint Doodknight II. Maroon, don't jinx me like that. The last actual saint we had that went this way got the entire kingdom rebelling against her.
I united them in a common goal.
A special guest. The barons have assembled upon a jousting field. Watching from tall stands, the place is buzzing with excitement. A servant straps on your armor and helps you mount your horse. She hands you your lance and you ride out onto the field.
Can we take bets?
I think.
Welcome, one and all. We have the most thrilling guest today.
As you ride your horse past the stands, nobles gasp and stare. This wouldn't be uncommon for my father to do.
I really want to see if I can put money on this. That'd be cool.
This character would definitely blow a kiss at the
Didn't we did at some point?
I don't know. He was wagering on an arena battle for the partisans.
That's right.
Patricians.
Let's listen to that crowd.
I past the stands. I let a kiss at a burn.
Oh, I didn't think that horn was gonna happen.
That was me.
Okay, just making sure, because the audio was still playing on mine.
Cheering erupts and the nobles.
Do I have an air horn sound on here?
The stands tremble.
I do. How's this sound? Same one.
There it is. There it is. That right there. You're alone. Hey, I love that movie. It's a Knight's Tale.
It's a classic.
When the jousting starts, you quickly realize your opponents swerve each time they approach. They don't want to hurt a king.
Oh, yeah.
Puts a dent in the challenge, really.
Well, this game is rigged. Bracing match, isn't it? You're beating everyone soundly.
Disguise myself for a real match.
A new competitor is about to join us. He comes from...
Technically the march. Your entourage helps you into a new set of armor and you ride out onto the field.
And here we have... What was the name? Baron Erman. Ready for a fight.
Finally, a real battle. You're thrown from your horse flat on your back, but blood courses through your veins. The audience roars in support, cheering wildly for Baron Herman. Is this what it's like to be truly admired?
Oh, that's a pause. We want the cheer.
At the end of the day, you make your way back to the capital, feeling every ache in muscles you didn't know you had. But what a rush!
You are definitely your mother's son.
No,
I appreciate
if I were
that.
my mother's son, I would have won.
No, because she was you did a joust, right?
Oh, fair. If I was my father's son, I would have won. If I was my mother's son, I would have done an archery contest.
Uh-huh.
Meanwhile, the Marcher cavalry troops see a huge influx of people eager to join up, inspired by your example.
Can we not give them a higher military?
I would like to, because right now they would stomp everything if they wished to rebel. They just physically can't rebel yet.
As long as he keeps me happy, we're okay.
Arms shortage.
You know, like a relationship.
Yeah. Happy wife, happy life. They never said anything about a happy husband. Lots else.
Your Serene Highness, the situation in the coast is dire. The patricians, the king's, navy is in tatters. So few ships remain that I fear we lack the presence to patrol our trade routes. We must bolster our dwindling forces in the coast. Who knows what will happen to our people without protection?
Mer people attack.
You know what? What's the point?
Legalized fish marriage, you fucking coward.
No. Raise the
Bitch.
military of the patricians so I have someone that can fight them. In case...
I will not.
Oh yeah, it's usually a good idea to make. So what was it? I'm trying to remember what that NPC said. It's a good idea to make the other three fight each other.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of fighting you.
You get gold if you vote for A, everyone.
Nobles, what of the east? What shall we do?
Roach, I think, had to take off, so you're solo right now. It's all fake gold anyway.
We raise. Oh, why not?
Okay, looks like that's everyone.
Can you vote unjoin?
Excuse me.
Hire a mercenary company to help protect the coast.
Mercenaries? I'm not usually one to trust them, but I suppose it's better than nothing.
On your marshal's advice, the treasury contributes a large sum to the hiring of a cadre of Salish freebooters to protect the coast. See?
I thought we don't like the Salish.
They didn't like us. There's a difference.
Wanted to marry fish people. Not on my watch.
How fucking dare you?
But it is on my watch.
I'll be thinking these words when I play this when my Sidon Dakimakura arrives.
Look, I'd have been fine with it, except that I was part of the church and the church didn't like it.
Church could eat my ass.
Yes, nice choice, Gordon. When gold's involved, it's all good. Okay. And I believe that's the end of that season. In a dingy seaside tavern, two patricians of the coast meet to plot their latest scheme.
Terrible news. The kingdom prospers.
Oh.
The treasury's practically overflowing.
I didn't expect the new king to be competent.
Nobody did. We must work harder to bankrupt him.
Competent, you say? Patrician's aim is to lower the treasury to 1,500 or less.
Dude, it's all fake money. Like, this is garbage.
Just got a raid.
Welcome in,
Soulless.
Raiders.
Thank you all for stopping by. And if you do want to join the stream and join the game, exclamation point join, then your pronoun. I'm sure all of the current nobles would love to have the influx.
Also, what was it? I loved your raid notification.
Yeah.
It was pretty fucking good.
I'm happy with it.
It's good.
In a tiny village far to the east, two counts meet in a derelict tavern. No one dares even glance in their direction.
Oh, it's me. Hold on, I'm yawning. Ah, there we go. Alright, let's take a gander. Another priest has left my estate today. He said there was no sense preaching to the truly lost. Right, I finished reading the thing. What's happening? Okay.
That was my bad. I was typing in chat.
Oh, okay. And let me see here. Let me
Barons could totally use.
let me get into character.
I've heard the same across the east. We are no longer trapped under the church's thumb.
And real quick, as a slight pause. Oh, looks like they
Damn it.
replaced Roach by giving you KotC Sharon Graves.
Huzzah! I have the kingdom has money again.
No money.
Now we must not falter. If the king grows proud, we can offer him the ultimate reward, immortality.
For the next stage of this scheme, the counts must raise authority to 5 or more in 4 seasons.
Nice.
Oh yes. Now we just need to make sure one of y'all is in shitty position, so that way he has to choose whether he wants to deal with a rebellion or me.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna adopt Royal Gamble, because that worked well last time. He pays me in gum.
One pays me
Which,
in
by the
gum.
way, totally found some Airhead gum. It was good.
That sounds fucking disgusting.
It actually was good. It didn't last long, but it was good.
You know what's a really good gum? And I should try to see if it's still around. Remember Ouch Gum? Anybody here remember Ouch Gum?
The Band-Aids?
The Band-Aid gum, yes. And it was
Wait.
flavored in strawberry, watermelon, and grape, and they were all very delicious.
It was in a Band-Aid tin. I
Yeah,
remember
the
it.
metal tin.
It was delicious.
Crab coins? Is that a new, like...
That sounds
Yeah,
like an
I was about to say,
NFT.
is
That,
it
that
Doge?
sounds like cryptocurrency. Let's not get involved.
Crypto the Super Dog?
Oh my god.
Good dog.
That's awesome.
Up and away.
Because I want to push off hyperinflation like any good leader. I'm going to go ahead and start with
I think I've spent too much time on the internet because you said hyperinflation and I got the context wrong immediately.
Oh, I know exactly what you were thinking. I feel sorry for you. I'm sorry.
That's fine. The last man I fell in love with had an inflation kink. It was...
Yeah.
Let's not talk about him right now.
As you walk the corridors, your spymaster falls in to step beside you. She hands you a wooden carving of a figure astride a horse. I am a
That reminds me, I should start playing Treble Hunter again.
Called Ben Herman raised quite the impression during the last jousting season in the marsh. No one knows who he is. The barons want to sell these figures and commercialize the enigmatic jouster. It would bring a great deal of money to the area.
Yeah.
No!
No way, dude.
Trademark rules?
All of the best kings have their, champions. And
I would
That
be
man
my
yours.
own. The knight
Exactly.
that lost, that for some reason people are fascinated over.
the people's champ, man. Raise that eyebrow.
I used to not. Wait, no. I actually can raise one eyebrow.
Actually, I don't mind sponsoring this because I don't need the stability yet, and I think Doodknight II needs his outlet. I sponsor. The Spymaster leaves the wooden figure in your hands with a small smile. Defiance can't go lower. Trade is now dominant, and my treasury sinks.
Yeah.
Excitement about jousting and the mystery knight flurries through the marsh, and theories about the knight's identity abound. A host of towns and villages claim to be the knight's birthplace, and tourism booms as visitors flock to see for themselves. I hope he sues.
Propaganda.
My only worry is that one of the barons from the marsh decide to claim that they're him. Because right now, anyone can do it. And again, to push the trouble as far away as I can, I'm going with proposition first.
Nice.
Your Majesty, I have an idea. The best sense lined parchment, I dare say. An expedition to Chur. Chur? Who's that? The vastness of Chur, Your Majesty, the great unexplored and untamed continent far across the eastern sea. Chur. You have a lot of wealth at the moment, Your Highness. It's just sitting around collecting dust. Why not make a sound investment and send explorers to Chur? Who knows what they might find? Treasure, rare materials, ancient history, a new disease. I don't like how excited she is about a new disease.
Hey, let's think about all the people who made money during the pandemic. And then cry about it because this country's fucking awful.
All the people that made money because of the pandemic? You mean streamers as well?
No. I'm talking about the people that wanted to trademark the vaccine.
Ah, the people that made it.
The people that argued with the government over who made it.
I see.
Yeah.
She's a bit too animated.
Should bring back
Says
all the
word
things.
disease.
And all the diseases and leave them in the barrens. I mean, the marsh.
So, not related to the game, I probably would love to, looking at their stats. Holy shit. That sounds like a fine idea. Her eyes light up from behind her spectacles as the king winces. Wonderful news! I shall make preparations immediately. Expect a brief on your desk very soon. Oh god. Okay, I can't avoid the problem anymore. Can't I do like Congress and just raise my debt ceiling?
Money machine go burr.
Right? As you ordered, Your Majesty, the Royal Mint has churned out thousands of new coins using cheap gold-like metals. The treasury is technically replenished. I sense a but coming. But it's also devaluating the currency across the kingdom. A loaf of bread now costs 100 times what it used to. I mean, -2 isn't bad. Something must be done. If this gets worse, our currency will be worthless. Oh, this is difficult. I think I just lose here. Start vote. I think I just lose here. Everyone, please, feel free. We have Manic voting B and Maroon voting A. There's
I don't know what to vote for.
Adopt an entirely new currency and declare the old one illegitimate. Adopt a foreign currency instead. Alright, we have 4 people that have voted out of 6. Do we have Graves voting? Oh, Graves wanted to vote A. There we go. Everyone's voted. There's nothing wrong with this. Let it continue. You stubbornly cling to your existing currency. It has your face on it. We can't throw that away. Yes, we can. We very much can. Oh boy! Soon farmers are selling each turnip for a wheelbarrow full of coins. Everyone's savings have been completely wiped out. This is totally what happened in the Soviet Union.
I thought this happened to Germany too.
Not so much. The specific example of a wheelbarrow full of currency is in fact Soviet Union.
Oh, okay.
They had a wheelbarrow full of rubles to buy bread. Eventually, the cost of minting the coins actually outweighs their value. The kingdom's entire economy collapses like wet bread, and people start using
Oh my God.
system.
The scale at which things can go wrong in this game is so varied. You can do like the most seamlessly simple, like unserious thing, and next thing you know, you've caused a revolution, or the church is now having to rewrite the Bible, or yeah, you just collapse the economy. It's ridiculous.
And I love how this is the son of the first one, the one that ruled and successfully contained his throne. Now his son's like, oh, I'm going to make the money worthless.
There feels like there's not a desire sensor, but an AI that can only be compared to Dokupon's statistic system.
Can we get a multiplayer Dokupon for stream?
Only if you guys get Switches. Because it got remade on the Switch. I guess you could.
Oh, that it made me so sad.
I guess you could get overclocked Wii's, and we could. What was it? One of us could host while everyone joins through Parsec. But I tried that once. I got it to work, but it is very complicated. There's so much setup involved.
Is there a way we can join each other using PlayStation emulators?
It'd have to be a PS2 one.
Yeah, but would we be able to join each other through an?
Oh yeah, you'd have to do it through Parsec, which again takes fucking forever.
Woof. All right.
You're just stalling. End the season.
I don't wanna. Starting a conspiracy. In a dingy seaside tavern, 2 patricians of the coast meet to plot the latest scheme.
The treasury is practically empty, and the king's struggling to fund his ambitions. We're perfectly placed to offer him a loan.
Not practically empty. Literally empty.
So helpful of us.
Indeed, these loan agreements will be friendly as a bear trap, absolutely loaded with hidden catches in the small print. Now, watch me work my magic.
Oh, this bitch again.
Good evening, Lord Patrician. What exactly is the purpose of this meeting?
Money.
I heard about the king's recent money troubles, and I thought we could both benefit. Sign here, and here.
This agreement does seem fair. Very well, I'll sign. The king will be pleased. Good night, Lord Patrician, and may the ninth bless you. No, you know what the king thinks? The king thinks he should have just ran away from the throne and been a jouster.
Probably would have been better for everybody.
Maroon loves the treasurer. Of course you love the treasurer. The treasurer is a bit of a bird brain. You know what, Maroon? I see what you're saying. I see how you are.
See? Easy as pie, but it's not enough to bankroll the king. The rest of the kingdom must be in debt to us as well.
To advance their scheme, the patricians must have the highest trade of all regions in 3 seasons. Alright. Well, as any good king in debt, I'm going to have to
Tax the peasants!
Yep.
Wait, why are we on the verge of rebellion? We're doing fine.
Because you have 10.
Yep.
Oh
And
shit.
defiance.
You really pissed us off.
Turning
Dude,
the
you should have
money-
just played along. You should have kneeled. It would have been fine. It wasn't foreshadowing.
That was nothing. Any of you could rebel right now. My stability is 1. Even if
Oh,
I
shit.
did that, it would
No,
have
I
changed
can't.
nothing.
It looks like
Fair.
since your authority's at 7, it feels like you've gone full
Authoritarian?
was it authoritarian?
Yeah. Went full Mussolini, I believe.
Probably.
Let's go with an angry mob. One morning, as you
At
make
your
your
door,
way
Jim.
to the council hall, a mob of furious peasants surround your carriage. They pelt the windows. Oh, I got a new follow. Hey, thank you very much for stopping by, Sharon Graves. So you know, we do have a Discord.
Isn't he
in case you
working
wanna
for
talk to
the
us.
counts? Isn't he working for the counts?
Yes, but he's following me. So
I have a YouTube channel too. Not a YouTube channel, a Twitch channel.
yes, and if you do stay until the end of this stream, we will be shouting out everyone's channels, and if you guys can, get ready to post a link whenever you
I was
do your
absolutely ready just to post mine because it's like, follow me too. You're working under me, please.
Absolutely. One morning.
I guess they could just click on my name.
This is true.
All right,
As you
let's
make your way to the
continue.
council hall, a mob of furious peasants surround your carriage. They pelt the windows with rotten fruit and loudly blame you for everything wrong with the kingdom. Down with the king! No, poke my head out of the window. I'm not a coward. A well-aimed tomato splats your forehead. You duck back into the carriage and wait for your soldiers to quell the riot. What did that, the Pope effectively say about projectiles being evaporated by the 9th? I'm starting to regret not getting a bodyguard.
See?
The soldiers have difficulties, however. Protect the king! Protect the... His words are cut off as he is dragged from his horse and beaten into a fine paste. The growing mob surrounds your stagecoach and begins rocking it back and forth.
What?
Finally, the riders break into the coach and drag you
Slip
out
the
onto
pool!
the street. They steal your
Thank you.
jewels, pelt you with dung, and leave you to wander back to the palace alone and humiliated.
Good thing you didn't get married, or else your partner would have had to sit through this.
No, because the partner I would have chose would have been my cousin, and they would have shot them.
Oh, look
Sharon.
who it is. Hold on. Let me look for a voice to give to this guy.
Alright, Sharon, he's
God
gonna pick
dang.
which demon is possessing you today.
I really do like his character design.
Mm-hmm. Love the design, especially the cane. In case you guys are wondering, I'm currently drinking Kraken with zero sugar Dr. K. Tastes really good.
This is an outrage, Your Highness. First riots are looting in the capital and now attacks upon your royal person.
Our realm is on the verge of collapse. People are afraid the rule of law has broken down, and peasants are demanding higher wages and more rights. How dare they demand more rights?
Oh, hold on.
Yes, but we obviously can't allow that, so what do we do?
Alright.
Declare martial law.
Yep, that was my first thought.
How much money is it to give them everything they want?
1,500. I could
That is
just
fucking
give them everything.
nothing.
But that would be going the way of a socialist utopia, which is not acceptable. That only causes more trouble in the long run. You do get more gold if you vote A. Vote A for gold.
Right.
Maroon wants me to give them everything they want. So does Sharon. So does Gordon.
I mean,
Yep.
that would lower trade.
Well, they're doing it. They're lowering my authority, they're raising my stability, lowering my treasury, and raising discontent.
Hang them like a Polaroid picture.
I don't know if this king's gonna last. 7, take us. Oh, that's you. Sorry.
All right. Which one? I picked the doctor.
7, take us to everyone that serves for writing like this. That's like giving a dog a treat for crumbing in your shoe.
I mean, despite Count Sharon Graves' protests and those of many other nobles, the reforms are enacted. Wages go up, people's lives get better, your treasury goes down. The riots quiet as the peasants realize that the demands have been met.
Okay, so now what?
No worries, it all worked out. No, it didn't. Not for me. Damn it, Maroon. Okay, meeting with the Archbishop. I have a few words about a tomato to say to you. Your Majesty, I have a few messages from some respected members of the clergy. Oh yes? Your decision to stay chaste in honor of the ninth god has caused quite a stir, and many people want to meet you. The High Inquisitor mentioned wanting your assistance in dealing with some
Oh my god.
heretical items.
Heretical?
And a group of reclusive monks have invited you for a visit.
I like the idea of you starting a fucking fan club of people that want to bone you just because you wanted to be chaste.
I mean, a combination of...
They want you to lose your virginity, Your Highness. Well, they can't fucking have it because I don't lose anything. And you just yell at them. I'll see y'all in hell, you sex havers. Slam the window on their face.
The worst anime ever.
In the tunnels beneath the Marcher Forest, Your Majesty. They're very reclusive, but they experience intense visions of the ninth god. You could gain a great deal of wisdom from visiting them, I'm certain. What does the High Inquisitor want? She has a stockpile of dangerous artifacts that need to be cleansed, Your Majesty. Since you
And only a virgin can cleanse them.
Since you have such a close connection with the ninth god, you are the ideal person to assist with the ritual. Though I must say, it's not for the faint of heart. I want to do them both.
Your mom wasn't for the faint of heart.
I'm not a cult leader. Okay, Maroon? I do not lead a cult.
Maybe you should.
The
Actually, no. I don't want a rivalry. You're good. You're good. Do the Warhammer path, man. Stamp out the heresy. Become the God Emperor of Man.
Okay, so you have no idea how bad I want to do that. Because all I've been saying for the past, 6 plays that we've done is burn the witch.
I don't know. If you don't play your cards right, the witch is going to be burning you. And by witches, I mean me, because I'm witches.
The witches aren't going to burn me. Look at who's actually going to burn me. Look at stats real quick, and you'll know who's going to end.
Do it.
Oh, God. It's awful. I hate it.
I'll visit the reclusive monks of the north. Because we have someone that wants me to do that. Very good, Your Majesty. I will let them know that you will visit the monastery soon. Okay. Well, I don't have money, so expedition to church. Due to the worrying state of your accounts, the treasurer has cancelled your planned expedition to Chur. It would be far too risky to spend your money on such an expensive endeavor at a time like this. Oh boy.
It's burning down.
Yeah.
Burn it all down.
I think I'm going down in history as the second worst ruler.
That's fine. No one can beat and the hated.
Mm-hmm.
Or Owl's the hated. She was hated.
Alright, so everyone knows we're going to go with A, lowers stability, B, lowers trade for red, C, lowers raises farming for purple, D, raises authority, E, raises military of green, and F, raises trade of green. Let's go ahead and have an auction. Everyone has money. A is currently being voted for, and now F.
Oh wait, it's fund. I'm sorry.
We're looking at stability being lowered and raising trade. Anyone want to raise the ballot? Oh, look, it looks like A is going to be stability. Oh, D and F. D and F will be funded. We have authority and trade going up. Going up. Oh, it's changed to authority going up and stability going down.
I actually have a royalty-free song you could probably play while this is happening. Which I might want to do on my stream.
Save it for your stream.
Yeah.
Then again, I think Manic's going to be doing the next one.
No.
We shall see.
I should start the loop all over again. If you win this one, I win the next one.
I'd be okay with that.
Alright. So it looks like the building's being funded. Will raise my authority and lower my stability. I'm actually okay with this.
Rebel!
You can all rebel if you wish. You just put vote rebel, I believe, or exclamation point rebel. I would rather you not, though.
I do want to post this song somewhere.
Visions of the Ninth. The monks who live in the caves beneath the marshy forest
that's
invited
valid.
you to share their hospitality.
But I mean, if we do that, then automatically the Barons will win.
There is little sign of life. But as you approach the mountainside, a monk emerges carrying a flaming torch. He bows low. Your Majesty, we foresaw your coming. My thanks for accepting our invitation. What do you hope from your visit? Be closer to the ninth. A worthy aim indeed. We will see whether he graces you with his words. Please step this way. You follow him into a tunnel cut into the mountain that quickly narrows to less than your arm span. It's a dizzying labyrinth, and you could never find your way out if you're alone. Eventually, the tunnel opens out to a dimly lit underground lake. Several monks sit by the water, meditating in silence. Every so often you hear chanting, but from where, you can't tell. Your Majesty, you may meditate with us if you wish, and commune with the ninth god. There will be a sermon starting on the hour. Alternatively, you may read our records to learn more of our visions of the past and future. Ooh. What is in... Very well. Excellent, Your Majesty. Normally I should look through the records, but I'm gonna meditate. As soon as you close your eyes, you grow more conscious of the sounds of the water, footsteps, and faraway voices.
Get napped.
Ask the ninth for help. It'll be hard to concentrate otherwise. You pray to the ninth for assistance. Slowly images form in your mind. Riots, flames licking at the walls of the palace, then your own body lying broken on the ground. You open your eyes. That was awful. Your feet tingle as you stand up and the abbot comes to you once more. It has been several hours, Your Majesty. Would you like to speak of what the ninth god said to you? This is what I saw. He nods gravely. The ninth god will provide, as he always has and always will. Trust in him, and we will all be safe. You spend the night in a surprisingly cozy cave cell before making your way back to the capital the next day. Yep. Oh, Maroon is on the is voting to rebel. Yeah. Saw that coming. A bizarre report. Your Majesty, I've received worrying reports. Worrying and confusing. I'm constantly worried and confused. Your Majesty, I did get that impression. You know what? Fuck you, Spy Master. I've received reports from one of my little birdies in Baron Manicrude's fortress. He has a most unusual guess.
Lies and subterfuge.
Let me guess. The second god himself? No. It's you, Your Majesty, or someone who looks just like you. I have no reason to suspect the barons are plotting anything, and yet I can't square this away. Unfortunately, I can't devote too many resources to solving this puzzle with the kingdom in such a lamentable state. Too busy fighting fires elsewhere. I recommend you call a meeting of the council and try to do something to put a stop to this.
The hell? Stay out of my house.
Very well, assemble this at once. You know that we have spies in your house already.
It's my brother's, sister's, cousin's, best friend's, girlfriend's roommate.
Cousins twice removed.
Alright, so triple security, conduct a thorough search. You know what? None of you want him to progress, right? Right.
Nope.
Horse and hacksaw.
Royal Gamble.
Wait, I'm the barons, aren't I? No, that's not it.
No, you're the counts.
That's right.
Where else I lose gold.
Money, 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 money.
Alright, Sharon and Maroon both picked A. Manic Crude picked C, of course. Gordon picked B. We have, I believe, lots of owls. Who picks A? Fuck.
There will be nothing left.
There will be nothing
stability.
left.
I mean, yeah.
And it's 5 out of 6 nobles.
5 out of 6 nipples?
Nobles, not nipples.
Oh, I heard nipples.
The other guy is gone.
Yeah, Roach.
Yeah.
Roach.
Also, your webcam froze. You're in a permanent state of shock on
of
stream.
Of course.
No, none of us are progressing. Way to go, guys.
If I can't win, no one can.
I have to find out how to fix this.
No.
1 second.
I mean, you could deactivate the webcam through OBS and then turn it back on.
You know what? I think I might have to find out how to do that.
You could right click on. Let me open it up on mine because I have a webcam set up for when I
here's
do
what I'm doing.
Gun
I'm
Plus
copying
streams.
it, taking it out, then pasting it.
Hold on.
I've got
So
another
you're gonna
solution. Give me a second.
Yeah. Okay.
Nope. Same pace.
So there's one issue I have with this game, and that is no matter what,
It did not work.
like, no matter where I watch it, you could hide you could
There we go.
deactivate the source, and then now if you there we go.
Yep.
Anyway,
Sorry,
there's one
guys.
complaint-
New streaming thing.
So there's one complaint I have about this game. It says regardless of where I watch it, whether it be on your Twitch channel or on the Discord screen sharing, I can't make it bigger, and I can't see what's being lowered and what isn't very well.
Yep. That was my complaint too.
Yeah.
The ranks of your palace watch are swollen with new recruits, and a strict curfew is set up within a 2-mile radius of the palace. It should keep you safe, but the nobles think it's a display of weakness. There are rumors that you're slipping into paranoia. Paranoia isn't what I'm slipping into. It's decay and chaos. Is there something that I'm missing? There it is. A new trend. Treasurer. Lady Partition Lots of Owls II is here to see you, Your Majesty. She wants to sell you, a crab. Of course she does. It's the latest trend along the coast, Your Majesty. The patricians have started keeping a species of jeweled crab as a fashionable pet. The creatures are so rare that one can now sell for as much as a mansion. So no. Send her away and don't waste my time like this again. Crabs, honestly, what is this kingdom coming to? I don't have the money for it.
You didn't even give me a chance.
I have zero money. I'm not giving you things that I don't have money.
We could loan you more money.
Yay. Planning an abduction. Somewhere in the march, Baron Manicrude sits at a banquet gnawing on a greasy chicken leg. He and his fellow plotters discuss their scheme between mouthfuls.
The kingdom's not exactly peaceful, but there's still no way we could stage the abduction of the king without being noticed. We need chaos!
The Baron's aim is to lower stability to 4 or less. By the way, I like your Karl Marx Baron. I like the voice for him.
I like his look.
Agreed.
Just screams angry and murder.
Alright. Cruel tax, because their defiance can't go any higher, and bribe for the barons.
Rebel!
Well, hopefully you won't rebel. I'm bribing you.
You can't remember our name.
You're the one I don't want rebelling. Oh boy. About your heir. Of course, Your Majesty refuses to get married against my advice. There's one other thing you're missing, however. Something even more important than a spouse. An heir. You need someone young whose loyalty is assured. A child of your own would do the trick, even if they're a bastard, or the youngest of your many cousins. I'm pretty sure I have a bastard lying around somewhere. Probably when I was drinking during the jousting contest. The church won't be happy, but they're just as keen to avoid a civil war as we are. They'll legitimize the bastard without much fuss. I will meet with the Archbishop tomorrow. I mean, to avoid the pain of industries collapsing, I'm going with the call for apprentices. Oh, that's you.
Go Owls, go Owls, go.
Of course you missed the
Unfortunate
shot.
tidings, Your August Majesty. A meddling wizard has set up shop in Zirconus. I believe it is Athmorel, the Stormbringer.
Tell me more about this wizard. Wizards have managed to tame creation itself. They wield untold power and are naturally distrusted by the church. Even the High Inquisitor wouldn't dare move against them openly. Athmorel, as her name suggests, is a wizard whose domain includes both sky and storm.
She's put out a call for new apprentices, which is a rare event. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for many. Droves of unwashed, glory-seeking citizens from all over the coast are lining up for their chance.
I mean, but if I'm fighting for the Ninth, can I be an apprentice? Sharon Graves.
Uh-oh. Gordon.
Let's see. My friend with voice mod. Just peasants, I, Sean Graves, have also decided to apply. The competition will be fierce, but those peasants are no match. I will be the most powerful noble the council has ever seen.
Burn the witch.
You couldn't put your clothes on if it wasn't for your servant's help. We can't let this go ahead. Not only is it heresy, it presents a clear and dangerous conflict of interest.
Conflict of interest? How?
Wizards answer only to themselves. Their power is unmatched, such that the entire kingdom cannot stand against them. Even an apprentice on the council would be disastrous. KotC Sharon Graves could use magic to interfere with votes. Or you, for that matter.
Ha! My father was immune, and so will I be. We'll assemble the council.
My humblest thanks, Your Serene Highness.
Alright. Actually, though, you vote for A, you give me money. You vote anywhere else, you take money away from me. Oh, 3 people voting for C. They want to forbid him.
Why are you singling me out? It was 3 people.
That's why I said 3 people are voting for C.
I saw my name pop up.
Yeah, because you were the first one out of the 3. Ah, damn. Voting has closed. Sorry, Sharon, Gordon. I was trying to give you guys the vote.
Bullshit.
Okay, I didn't show that I wanted you to.
There, then maybe.
Oh, you showed it all right.
I just wanted to profit from you getting a witch.
My humblest thanks, Your Esteemed Highness, for not bowing to this power-hungry fool. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must deal with this troublesome wizard.
Sharon
Abracadabrador.
might be demon voice time.
Boy, hold on.
A demon witch.
This takes a while to load sometimes. Okay.
Some noble can't enter. It's refused one-blooded pact to become an all-powerful demigod without council. Whatever happens to so-called freedom?
I'm not giving it to my peasants. I'm not giving it to my barons. Shut up. We're not America.
I won't give it in a box. I won't give it in a fox.
Exactly.
What?
I'm just picturing you putting something into a fox. Like, that's just
and put him in the
all
sock.
the cringe. Athmorel's presence in Zirkonos attracts all sort of visitors, though the power of her latent magic starts to wilt crops for miles around. Okay. Industry is collapsing. I can't run from this problem anymore, apparently. Your Majesty, mass unemployment and unrest have arisen in the East. Businesses going bankrupt, mills shutting down. People are calling it a Great Depression because it's making everyone miserable.
I mean, we're okay.
Sharon Graves.
Yes, my investments have all gone up in smoke, and it's the same for all the other counties. We must find a way to lift us out of poverty.
Okay.
Let's see. What are we doing here?
I'm not sure. Provide jobs, digging ditches and building roads. You get gold if you pick that. Yes, exactly, maroon bribery.
Oh no!
Bigger.
If you pick B, you're getting gold.
I mean, there's a 50% chance it'll fail.
Sorry, I was late. My bad.
I'm sure Maroon appreciates it anyway.
Because I kind of want to see it fail. But it might not, we'll see.
Alright.
Precisely how it reads on the loadout, too.
Comedy is about the timing.
The sandwiches.
Joke.
Oh, it actually
Damn it.
worked.
Across the east, you set the unemployed to work, building roads, bridges, churches, anything to keep them occupied, develop some skills, and put cash in their pockets. It's a startling success. The East's dying economy is revitalized. The counts, however, complain that you can't just give work to the peasants. They should earn it the old-fashioned way. I disagree.
You know what? My kingdom could burn to the fucking ground.
What the hell?
Let's burn it all.
Nailed it!
Alright, end season.
Ugh.
Sitting on a bench outside a sun-bleached villa, two patricians of the coast meet to plot their latest scheme.
Our profits are down. Our companies are being out-competed by the damn barons of all people. How could this happen?
Good timing.
I'm trying.
How could this happen? The patrician's aim is to have the highest trade.
Never.
Man,
Yeah, I don't see that happening.
While playing a game of chess in an austere castle, two counts of the east discuss their schemes against the crown.
With Zenya's ashes, the king must get a grip on the kingdom.
We can't allow him to join our secret society of immortals when he can hardly keep the crown on his head.
The count's aim is to raise authority to at least 5. Alright. You know, Call for Unity was fucking huge. But I don't need it this round. Continue to Rebellion report. The Barons can't rebel and they're the only ones that I care about.
Damn.
you say that out loud is absolute bullshit. Can I just say that?
Well, you all know what you need to do.
Let's put it this way. If you two joined forces and attacked me, the Barons would kill you. So my point remains, they're the only ones that matter when it comes to rebellion. I will make that very clear. You want to change that, you raise your military.
Are there only 2 events?
Yep. Oh, well, 3. Whatever this one is. Famine. Oh, fuck. I should have run from this problem. I was trying to run from problems. Hello, Your Majesty. I've traveled all the way from the coast to beg you to do something about the price of grain. I can't afford to feed my family. A day of back-breaking work isn't enough to buy a day's worth of bread.
She's right. The grain price on the coast is beyond all control. Greedy merchants rake in profit while the common folk starve.
Just desserts.
Aren't you the greedy merchants?
No, that's the Barons. Hello.
I mean, I guess right now you're right. Alright, you get gold if you vote B. If you vote B, you get gold. Alright, Matt Crude voted D. Which is my personal preference of morals, but... Oh, everyone wants A.
D is also my personal preference.
Alright, everyone's voted. Looks like we're going with...
Seriously working that one out. I thought you meant the free market.
Apparently this kingdom is going the way of freaking Mussolini. You place a strict
Hit him again,
price
I
cap
put some
on
stank
grain.
on it.
When the wily merchants find a way around it, you order a few of them hanged. As examples to the rest. Yep, the way of Mussolini.
I was afraid that would happen, but it's okay. You didn't fail us. I blame the king.
Everyone blames the king, always. The short, sharp lesson does wonders. Soon enough, grain is cheap again, and no merchant dares to say a word. Hopefully most of the peasants will stay alive until the harvest. Till the next harvest. Oh boy. Crab bubble bursts. Bad news, your majesty. A new reef has been discovered, which is overflowing with millions of jeweled crabs. Crab prices are crashing catastrophically.
You can
What?
invest in those, did you?
No. The entire kingdom will suffer financially, your majesty, with the exception of a few patricians. Curiously, Lady Patrician Lots of Owls, the very same patrician who first began the crab craze, recently sold all her crabs at a huge profit just days before the crash.
Night.
Yep. Curiously, Lady Patrician Lots of Owls II, the very same patrician who first began the crab craze. Oh, duh. Something must be done. You summon your council to discuss the crab price crisis. Many assembled nobles have invested heavily in crab market, and they are casting furious glances at the patricians' benches.
It's not our fault.
I did not invest in crab coin, so I don't have any issue. Maroon, this is fair. You know what? I'm gonna force the results. Everyone gets to vote B. No one gets to vote anything else. I mean, even if you abstained, if anyone voted at all, it would have gone through. And even if it didn't, I would have gotten to pick the outcome, which would have been
You're
B.
right, it would have been a tie, wouldn't it?
Well, you don't get to vote anything else. That's the only option you can vote for.
I just mean, if nobody voted, the vote would have been tied at 0 votes.
I mean, that's fair. You're right. Let the coast suffer the full consequences of the crisis.
Yes, I'm totally okay with this.
There are reports of queues of bankrupt merchants waiting to jump from the tallest towers of the coast. Exaggeration, surely. No, it happens in Japan and in China and...
Happened here in America with the Great Depression.
It did. It did, in fact. Was that
You're the
on the
worst.
trade towers that they did that?
No, no, I think the biggest buildings of the times, but I don't think they were the trade towers.
Yeah, Maroon, you did start the rebellion solo. I think you had to do it for long enough. Maybe each season it gives you an extra vote toward it. An ironic execution, question mark? Gordon, join us, Maroon says. Your Majesty, my little birds have brought most interesting news.
I don't know, if I could get authority up by one, we're good again.
He's not even here and he's in the story. Nuremberg
Yeah.
II is a traitor. They've been selling coastal military secrets to Ashmead for substantial amounts of cash.
Hell, Nuremberg,
Here's the
You're
one
not
with
even
Nuremberg.
you're not even here. We're rebelling with one military.
Would you mind voicing Nuremberg, or would you like me to?
Kind of. Jerkface? Alright, I'll do it anyway. All lies, Your August Majesty. I've been feeding Ashmead strategic misinformation to lull them into a false sense of security.
Uh-huh.
And besides, you can't cut my head off. My family invented the Nuremberg. It's in the name.
I forgot about that. You will be spared.
The old King Doodknight promised my family would never be used against us. Would you break that vow?
First of all, I never made that promise. Second of all, I mean...
You're the... Shush.
Bring the watermelon smasher. Getting Gallagher up in his mug.
Oh my god, yes. Please, please. If you vote for C, You give me money if you vote for anything else. You take money away. Please vote for A. Please vote for A. I can't use the Nuremberg on her, but I can definitely shoot her full of arrows. Damn! Everyone's voted, and they went with B.
I mean, I went either way, but, you know.
Yeah. I wanted to shoot her, though. Use the Nuremberg for its intended purpose. Nuremberg II is led to the Nuremberg and places their head inside. The blade descends.
The irony.
Pretty sure that blade's made of steel.
Yep. I was gonna make the same joke. Despite the fact that they almost certainly made it up, you face a backlash for breaking your ancestors' so-called promise. Alright. I'm going to end season and then go to the bathroom real quick, guys.
I like the idea of like Dolph clapping after the guillotine blade cuts.
Right. Alright.
Nobles.
I'll be right back. I got a bathroom.
Okay. So, reasons that the Count should rebel with us. Reason number 1. Please.
Man, we could really use more people on the Baron's side. So, feel free to join.
You have all the trade. You have all the military. You have the king's favor.
I'm just saying, I need more people on this winning team here. It's just me all by myself.
Okay, so reason number 2. Okay. Reason number 2 is I really want to win.
Look, he's won 2 games in a row. He can't keep doing this.
This is shenanigans.
Oh wait, no, he won 1. Yeah, no, he won 2 games.
We're not gonna take it. No, we ain't gonna take it.
I mean, I might, but, you know, that's why I'd like more people on this team. That way we could celebrate our victory together. Even if it's at the last minute, I'm totally okay. I'm just saying. I'm actually really glad we still have money, too. My goodness.
Like, we could totally do it together. We could overthrow them, and then the barons would lose.
Oh.
Or at least not win.
I got a drop.
Nice.
Yeah, I wish it would tell me what the drop was when I boot up the game, though.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Reason number 3. Reason number 3, we outnumber them.
Ugh.
You don't know how many personalities I have in here. I got voices up the wazoo. Hey, this one's actually going really well, too. Like, it's only 10:21, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna come to a head in a minute.
Good thing I showered earlier today.
Fabulous.
Let's say because I don't like taking late showers.
Yeah, they wake me up.
They don't, but it's just like this is time that could have been spent attempting sleep. And it's been coming kind of easy for me, what with how physically active work can be. Oh god, especially Mother's Day and the day before Mother's Day. It was funny because the cake sold out immediately, and people are all like, "There's so many cakes in the system," and one of them was just like, "Yeah, we have like 200 of these tart cakes in there, yeah, and we can't sell them, yeah." and then like the gears start to shift. Oh my god, they're all pre-orders.
Nice. People did their homework.
Over 200 people though, like god damn.
Did it
Are
work?
the cakes good?
It did, huh? Oh, the cake's good, you said?
Good? Do you think
I'm not fond of the chocolate cake, but I mean,
chocolate.
everything else is pretty fun. Everything else is good. Well, that's.
it's
I'm not
raspberry?
a big chocoholic though, so take my opinion with a grain of salt.
Hey, so sorry, guys. Oh,
I forget what I had there.
I am back.
Or, I think it was like candied bacon.
What about bacon?
The turkey and candied bacon sandwich.
Yeah, someone said that was really good.
Turkey
Yeah,
and
really
candied
good.
bacon?
Yeah, so at the bakery I work at, let's never speak of its name on stream. We have a sandwich with candied bacon. The bacon's dredged in brown sugar, mixed with a little bit of chili flakes, and then they toss it in the oven and cook it.
That sounds really good.
It is really good, and I think the thing that makes it is that they put pickled onions in the sandwich, and they keep the bacon from overpowering everything else. So it's a very well, all the flavors are all balanced, and nothing's overwhelming, and it's just really fucking good.
I really want that now.
Well, next time you're in the area.
So yeah, when I was coming back from I can't remember where I was, but I passed through that city, and I thought you'd actually be working, but I didn't. I figured I probably wouldn't see you, but
I'm up in the front. I'm a server now. You would absolutely see me. I work on the cafe side.
Is everyone here?
Al's is grabbing a drink real quick, but yeah, we're ready to go.
Alright, just waiting on else then. Sharon, you're already here. There is no join. I just had to be right back because bio break. Oh my god.
Anybody else wants to join?
Yes,
Baron,
if anyone
need
wants
help.
to join, the Barons do need more people voting, and the King needs some people that are part of the courts of other people. That's how I survived last game, I swear. People were for their own factions, and then
Well,
on
because
the
we
last
were
bit-
getting more money from them too.
Yeah. More money, more votes. It was so
overall
much more
a good
useful.
time.
So fun fact, I had this app, Temu, not endorsed, but I got this paper. This paper is really cool because when you light it on fire on top of like a coin or something, creates an oil. If you put this oil on your fingers and rub them together, it creates smoke. It's really cool.
Interesting.
Huh.
Do you have smoky fingers?
Oh, gotcha, Sharon. It should just remember your name so you don't have to rejoin. Yeah, they should still be a count from the same faction. And I don't have smoky fingers, but if you guys want, I'll go outside after stream and I'll do a quick just chatting showing you the smoky effect. Because it's pretty cool. But if we have lots of owls back at her keyboard...
Hello, comrades.
Alright then. We'll go ahead and have Manicrude go ahead and voice Bastion.
What do you intend us to do? Swoop in and kidnap the king in full view of the palace watch?
You sound like Russian Robotnik.
Right?
No, of course not. We need to use the chaos to our advantage. We have two options.
Lure the king to the marsh and abduct him there, raise own defiance. For A, manufacture a food crisis and kidnap the king during the relief
That
efforts.
doesn't sound like it's gonna be fucking hard.
Lower own farming or raise own defiance. Which are you voting for, marshers?
Wait a minute. Oh, never mind. Okay. I thought there weren't enough nobles that had voted. I was like, did I get people?
Yeah. No, you're the only one.
By myself.
I'm sorry, you had a dude last stream, but he didn't want to show up this stream. He might be busy.
Actually, Maroon was on my team.
No, Maroon was on the
Tell me,
patricians.
That's right.
I forget who was on yours. We'd need to look at the video again.
Yeah.
Okay,
I know
Phaser.
Nexus to tell me was.
Oh, it was Phaser.
Was a count.
Was Phaser a count?
I'm pretty sure.
Huh. Anyway, you want to lower your own farming. Alrighty.
If the march is gripped with famine, we can convince the king to come down and visit us. Eat babies, hand out bread, that sort of thing. That's when we strike. One king rides down the march, and another king rides home. Hurrah! But what about our own citizens? Won't they starve? The folk of the march are made of much sterner stuff than that. They'll survive on boiled boots and lentil soup.
For the final stage of their scheme, the barons must lower their farming to 3 or less.
Oh, you're almost there.
Mm-hmm.
This is where we stalled out last time, though. So
Yes, it is.
rebel!
Okay, what's
also
up with
remember-
us? What are we doing?
I'm drunk this time, not last time, so you have a chance. Deep in the eastern mountains,
Whatever.
a night owl screeches as 2 counts plot in their hidden castle. What do you mean, whatever? It's accurate.
Is there like lightning sound effects here? Because this place looks
Oh, it
like
should.
it gets lightning.
It needs lightning sound effects, like a rainstorm sound effect.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
Hold on, maybe for stream I can find quiet rainstorm.
I have rainforest. Nah, that don't work. What's rainy hut? Is that a duck?
Yes!
Well,
I'm
I
not
guess-
drunk with power.
Most pleasing, the king is drunk with power. I read the thing. What's going on?
I didn't hear you read the thing.
Oh,
And go ahead and turn off your sound effect. I went ahead and put on rain sound effect for stream.
Double rain.
there you go. So, okay. Hold on. Which voices are doing?
Most pleasing.
Okay, let's do this one.
Oh, you
Most pleasing, the king is drunk with power.
Gary.
We're so close. What I was thinking, should we really allow the king the true secrets of our group?
I thought that was the point. Immortality and all that.
Oh my god,
Yeah,
there's so
but
many.
those are meant to be, well, kept secret. What if we pulled the wool over his eyes?
alright? Plan a false immortality ritual for the king that'll kill him, or induct the king into the real secret society of the immortal blood drinkers. So do you want to turn me into a vampire, or do you want to kill me?
I am a vampire, I am a vampire.
I know exactly what I want to do.
Alright, Gordon wants vampire. What do the rest of the nobles think? We have Sharon here,
They
who also wants me to be a vampire.
Give him the bell.
Voting is closed. Induct the king into the real secret society of immortal blood drinkers. And Sharon Maroon, is the rainy music still going through, the rainy sound? Is it going through at a good enough level, or should I raise
Very
it?
well, we must prepare the ritual. Oh, boy, what are we doing now? I don't know what this is gonna sound like, but I'm just gonna do it anyway.
There's so many robots.
Yes, I'll begin appeasing the spirits of soil, but first we must enrich our lands.
Oh my gosh.
I almost like that. That was almost sexy voice. That was a step away.
Was it?
That was a step away from sexy voice.
It's called the barbarian voice. Let me mute.
If it were just a touch higher pitch, maybe a little softer.
I can tinker around with the settings. By the blood of the dead, it won't be long now.
For the final
damn it!
stage of this
9?
scheme, the counts must raise their farming to at least 9.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
Jesus indeed.
No, you don't believe in Jesus. You believe in some, like, third-tier cult god.
I have to say,
Something.
you know, if you rebelled with us,
You would still have no chance. The only one that has a chance rebelling is the Barons, and they're too close to winning. But let's start with the opening strike of the oh, you know what? Rebellion first, then opening strike. Fair enough. At long last, the patricians have reached their boiling point. You are confronted in your throne room by Lady Patrician Lazarus II, her smile gleaming in the light of the braziers. Braziers?
Brazier.
Nice.
Wow.
No, all of our braziers are canon. They were put in to look like bras. They're braziers now.
Brazier braziers?
Jeez. The patricians of the coast will bring you down, pretender to the throne. We will rise up and fight for Maurice, the true king.
I get the reference.
Why does that sound familiar?
Space Cowboy?
I did install Ceiling Boobs, and yes, Space Cowboy is my following raid.
Gangster of Love?
The next time we see each other will be on the battlefield.
I mean, my stability isn't going any lower. Seize her. Get along now! Traitors, get the chop!
Really?
That's you.
What? But you can't do this. I'm an envoy. See? See how the king's tyranny grows worse by the day?
Only my loyalists hear you, and they won't report what you just said. Your watchman wastes no time. Lady Patrician Lazarus II is dragged out into the courtyard, and her head is struck from her shoulders.
Not the Nerlenberg! Not the Nerlenberg!
Nerlenberg
I
again.
didn't expect them to move so boldly, Your Majesty. What are the chances against the rebels? I know exactly how they got this bad. Pretty good. The patricians aren't exactly a military powerhouse. I hope they don't persuade any other regions to join the rebellion. That would be disastrous. The leader of the rebellion is Lord Patrician Maroon Uwu.
God damn it.
Citing your past transgressions as reason for the uprising. The time you stubbornly clung to your money despite the hyperinflation it caused, your oath-breaking execution of Nerlenberg II. Okay, all those were votes. Just like last time I was in this exact place, it was the votes, it was not me. So many Nerlenberging. Yeah. Urge to murder rising, taken right after his parents. Yes, Your Majesty. Hold on to that feeling. You'll need it. So, this is it? Civil war? That's right, Your Majesty. The kingdom is divided. There will be a lot of death and suffering before all this is over. I can't wait. I'll go take out the trebuchets. Weren't you one of the people that was convinced to rebel against me to help the patricians last time?
Yeah, the counts and the patricians, that's why their military scrambles.
There's a reason I'm favoring the freaking marshes, the barons. They're the
No,
only
that's not
ones.
fair. You did that the first time around, too.
Yeah, but they did things to help me the first time around, namely not raise their defiance. To be fair, the counts had a disadvantage. I wanted to burn the witches last time.
Pretty sure you also bribed us a few times.
This is true. Lord Patrician Maroon Uwu.
Agony.
Do you smell that, my friend? Sorry, I think I stepped in some...
That's freedom you can smell. Freedom from the mad tyrant king Doodknight II. At long last we've risen up against his oppression.
Oh my god. Sorry, I just had to pause for a second. Do you smell that? Oh, I think I stepped in some freedom you stepped in. That's freedom you smell.
You can take our heads, but you can never take our freedom.
Yeah, but they took his gonads and ripped his arms and legs off. And anyway, go ahead.
But if we want to keep our freedom, we must fight for it. I ask you, my fellow patricians, what will our opening strike against the king? What will be our opening strike against the king?
A strongly worded letter.
We can launch a preemptive strike against the barons to cripple their military capabilities.
It doesn't smell like American water quality. It's still better than Mexican water quality and African water quality. It just has other chemicals.
We suspect the counts may join our cause. We can call them to war. They'll be more likely to join us if the
I'd say that. I'd say American water quality, but then I remember there's such a thing as environmental racism.
What?
Yeah, you've never heard of those cities in the South that like have chemicals in the water and they don't tell any of the people of color who live in those areas until they don't find out until they start getting cancer at an alarming rate, and then they get the water tested.
You mean like in Rialto when I was growing up and they gave my grandfather money because they secretly put rocket fuel in the water?
Yep.
So how about them ducks? Environmental racism is exactly the reference. Chlorine, it smells like chlorine. Sorry. Getting back to the topic. You guys should listen to our Let's Just Have the Conversation sometime. By the way, Manic, we need to do it again.
Yes, you let me know.
For sure. Anyway, lots of owls.
You could also call upon the church to condemn the king. Or, finally, you could send off an assassin to nip this in the bud.
You did that last time. Don't forget.
You don't have a queen this time.
That's entirely true.
Ooh.
Alright. Maroon and lots of owls. What do you vote?
They have the money this time, too.
They do have money this time. Maroon votes for support of the church.
The 50-50.
I mean, a coin toss is better than nothing.
The church has never been fucking worth it, though.
It has been for me. It's just Ice Giants trumped Templars.
I can't believe they're convincing the counts. Oh wait, that's us. Yeah, no, fuck it. Don't do that.
Alright, lots of owls agrees.
We have no fucking military.
Yeah, no. You're witches. You don't use armies, you use demons.
And no one has given up blood for them.
Oh, wow, I can't believe that worked.
Thank you.
Holy shit, I can't believe that worked either.
Maroon?
Thank you for meeting with me, Your Holiness.
Your message, it was most heartfelt. How could I turn down those in need? We are all the Ninth God's children, after all.
Oh, I couldn't agree more. And on that subject, the church has been suffering lately, hasn't it? The king hasn't been giving you the support you deserve.
Alas, it is true.
I feel bad because my voicing you is not great.
Do we want to go ahead and add Maroon later if he joins the Discord to the voicing? We'll consider that at the end of the call, at the end of the game, but just throwing that out there. Alas, it is true.
Won't join the Discord then.
The king has strayed far from the light of the ninth.
It breaks my heart, but a king with so little concern for the kingdom's spiritual health can scarcely be considered a king at all. Now, Maurice, on the other hand, if he ever finds himself on the throne, he would be sure to make a substantial contribution to the church's coffers.
Bribing the church? Now, you know I care not for money. I only care about what's best for the kingdom. And what's best for the kingdom is a monarch who cares about the church. I'll lend you my full support, gladly.
Thank you, Your Holiness. Go with God.
Faithful followers of both the Ninth God and the King are thoroughly shaken by the church officially throwing their weight behind the rebels. Their loyalties are torn in half. Thousands of soldiers desert to join the rebellion, fearing for their souls. Oh, I'm a heretic.
That's hilarious. Get wrecked, heretics.
One level. Bro, I went from very religious person to son of very religious person who's now apparently a heretic.
Yeah, I mean, not really. I mean, at the end of the day, what's the church trying to do? Line its coffers, just like the rest of us.
That's true. They're like the modern church.
The church threw you under the holy bus, dude.
It's true.
They threw you in front of the Pope car, which I know doesn't go fast, but that just makes things worse.
Yeah, but it's filled with bulletproof glass.
You're not inside of it, though. It's running you over.
I know. That's what I'm saying. It weighs it down.
Oh, shit.
Wizard troubles.
It do that.
Despite everything, that damned wizard Athmorel still refuses to leave Zarkonos. She says she has to stay and train her apprentices.
But a wizard staying in one place for long is trouble. He'll start to corrupt the local area. Okay, alright.
Alright, what twisted me? Sorry.
Fuck you then. I guess I'm not reading this.
I'm drunk, okay? Give me a break.
I don't think that's a good excuse, but whatever.
It's a total excuse. Not a good one, but...
It's already happening, but we have to be careful if we want to get rid of her. Anger her, and we'll be fighting a war on two fronts.
Alright, patricians, try to recruit her to help defeat the king. Oh, fuck. Gather an auxiliary army and force her out, or leave her be and focus on the war. What is your goal? Yep, that's what I thought, Maroon. That's the one I would have picked.
I mean, what's the point of having a witch or a wizard or whatever in your area if you're not going to recruit them?
I mean, that's what the counts did last time. They recruited the bard. There are still bards that are refused at taverns.
Thanks for the vote, Sharon.
The Count sent a polite letter to Athmorel, asking her to join the rebellion. Yet no reply ever comes. It seems that wizards have more important things to deal with than the petty squabbles of mortals. At least she doesn't vaporize all the patricians for daring to ask.
Okay, now
are we gonna wait for Maroon to enter the call so they can do their own voice? Or do we want to save that for next week?
You're still going.
Alright, Maroon, go ahead and enter studio and you can do your voice lines. First, end of season. Alright.
My voice is very well.
We now have a vote that's about to happen. Vote A for lowering Red's farming. Vote B to lower Red's authority. Well, to lower my authority. Vote C to raise Purple's farming. Vote D to raise my stability. Vote E to raise Green's military, which they need desperately right now. Vote F to lower Green's faith. Starting in 5, 4, 3, 2. Start auction. Send your funding.
Welcome to the studio, Maroon.
Hello.
Hello.
Man, none of these work out for me. I'm very bothered at this.
Well, currently we have C being voted to raise, raise farming for purple. And E being funded to raise military for the patricians.
Did my vote go through?
Now it did.
Okay.
C, voting for farming raised for purple. We still have lots of owls with tons of money and Manic Crude with lots of money. We've got 10 seconds. Otherwise, it's just raising the military of green and lowering the farming of red. Alright, it looks like vote's over, or auction's over. Time is up, buildings funded. We raise the military of green, which they desperately need, and lowering the farming of red.
Still need to do one more. Damn it.
Everyone's on the verge of rebellion, but they're not rebelling, so I'm still better than the last queen that this country had.
Okay, whoa. You need to back up.
Let's start with my heir, because it's running away from the trouble, which is what this king does best. Your queen for an heir, your quest for an heir is finally complete. You stand before the council, holding a small child in your arms. Should I die, I ask that my crown be passed down to. The council hall is filled with nervous silence. My legitimized natural-born son. Lowers faith, but
Worst
whatever.
sequel ever.
It's a trilogy.
I really wanted to put daughter, but then I thought about voicing a daughter, and no.
You're not going to survive to see it.
We'll see. The assembled nobles break out into sporadic applause. By designating an heir, you've cemented the stability of the kingdom, provided you can survive this civil war. Though the common folk may lose some faith in the church, seeing their king's extramarital adventures being forgiven so easily, well, they've already condemned me.
Look who came crawling into the capital.
Roach Mogul, would you mind?
Your Majesty, may I be the first to congratulate you on legitimizing your son? What is his name? I hate you don't get to name him. It's dumb as hell.
Doodknight III.
You totally get to name him.
Kind of.
How exquisite, Your Highness. I'm sure little Doodknight III will grow up to be a chip off the old block.
Congratulations on finding an heir. Now you just need to fulfill your ambition to win the game. Expect a visit from the spy master soon. Yeah, that never really works well. Alright, mustering an army. Trade is rather dismal, you're correct, Maroon. Along the coastal border, countless flags flap in the sea breeze. Warships crowd the harbors, unloading hordes of soldiers. The patrician troops are gathering in vast numbers.
Think of the expense. Each of these soldiers is another mouth to feed, and it's coming from our pockets. Let's march them off as quick as possible, please.
Maroon, if you're in chat.
Yeah, I got a delay for a second, sorry. We're risking more than our profits in this war. Our necks are on the line, so we'd better be smart about it. And on that subject... That makes it faster. I've considered several proposals to further bolster our army for the front of the head.
Alright, we have the patricians voting. They only have two options. Call upon the Holy Order of the Ninth to join the cause, raising the military, or the existing coastal army will be enough. Maroon voted for C, and it looks like so did lots of owls. Again in lockstep, as they tend to be.
I do love that there was an actual back and forth there, though.
Oh yeah.
Sort of kind of makes it more of a discussion as opposed to talking to oneself.
Yep.
Sorry, you're alone.
Did you know that there are holy orders of the knights in the coast?
Why, no. What do they do?
Praying and training to fight, mostly. They don't generate any revenue, so I don't really notice them until now. I didn't. Anyway, they're willing to fight alongside us against the king.
Or in the church don't like him.
No.
Seems like an easy sell.
That's the funny part. Nothing. They're doing this for free. They consider our cause righteous.
Burn the witches!
Free? How odd. I suppose we couldn't look a gift horse in the mouth.
Since the church officially supports us in this conflict, we persuade them to join us with very little effort. Persuaded. I can read, I promise.
The holy knights soon arrive in the coastal camp, riding in gleaming armor atop towering steeds. They are few, but each is worth 20 ordinary soldiers on the field of battle.
I must say, it feels good to have the strength of the ninth on our side.
Oh, fuck.
Wink, wink.
Oh, fuck.
I'm an anime villain sometimes when I'm the bad guy.
Yes. A great battle.
Yeah, that really did do. Holy cow.
Vast armies darken the landscape as like the shadows of clouds. Flags are flying, drums are pounding in rhythm with the marching of boots. The kingdom is gripped in civil war. At least, that's what you imagine. Most of your time is spent in the safety of your palace, poring over a giant map with your marshal. Your Majesty, the army of the coast is advancing on the capital, led by that treacherous cur, Lord Partition Maroon.
Are you hearing the marshals talking about it?
I've received word from the commander of our loyalist forces in the east. If they march now, they'll intercept the patricians in a matter of days. Alternatively, they could join forces with the army of the march. It's risky, but together they'd have a higher chance of defeating the accursed patricians. What are your orders, Your Majesty? The counts and the barons should join forces because they're useless by themselves. Very well, Your Majesty. I'll relay your orders to Count Gordon S.P.A., the commander on the field. Hopefully they do as they're told. God knows treachery can thrive on the battlefield.
We have our orders, but should we follow them?
Don't do it.
I mean,
Seriously,
no.
you hear how he talks about you?
Alright, Counts, go ahead and throw your votes in.
You denied me fish.
We have Graves and we have Gordon
no,
S.P.A.
that was Ann.
Let's see how it
I hated
goes.
it, so that's
That
fine.
wasn't me.
Hang back.
Queen. We hated the queen. Off with her head, right?
Alright, Graves, what are you going for?
Oh, what say you, Charon?
Alright. Vote C, hang back and let the rebels march. Tied with defy orders and send the Eastern Army to fight the rebels.
Oh, man!
Voting has closed. Oh, and Sharon gets the vote.
Ooh.
Eastern Army to fight the rebels. We'll see how that goes. You roll the die, let's see. The whole city holds its breath. You stew in your palace waiting for your marshals.
We don't have a military though. What the fuck's gonna happen?
Finally, she bursts into your throne room, drenched in the
Could you
blood
not
and
do
sweat of
the
battle.
thing? Yes, please, thank you.
I mean, there's still a chance. Have you ever seen that meme from Fallout 5%? So you're saying there's a chance? Yes. This is what Sharon is doing. This is what Graves is
Roll the
doing.
fucking die.
0 is greater than 0.
Oh my fucking god.
Martial report. Your Majesty, the counts defied your orders and decided to go on the attack. At dawn, we drew up in battle formations. It was all very orderly at first, Your Majesty, but after
Yeah,
the
they had
trumpets
one
blow
man blowing a trumpet
and the cavalry charge, it's nothing but blood and screams.
from one man.
The coastal army smashed into our troops.
Well,
like
it's
the
not.
first
It's not
of the
like it'll
night
get any
himself.
lower.
I've
Will
seen
the
some
blood bring up the
battles.
farming though? You know, our soil did need blood.
That was your whole shebang. So.
That's how you fertilize your fields over in the east. I've seen some battles in my time, Your Majesty, but never a massacre like that. So much blood.
From one man!
We're utterly annihilated. Some of the eastern forces may have survived by fleeing into the hills. I don't know. I had to get out of there. Yeah, that was a little delayed but called for. We were utterly annihilated. Some of the eastern forces may have survived by fleeing into the hills. I don't know. I had to get out of there. The counts should have followed orders. They thought they knew better, so they got themselves slaughtered like sheep. My father always said, "Fucking witches." Enough belly aching. Let's focus on the next battle.
Nice.
The Eastern Army was routed in the aftermath and scattered all over the countryside. It'll take months before they can regroup. We'll have to rely on the barons. It'll all come down to the next battle, Your Majesty. Fate of the kingdom hangs in the balance. Like my father before me, I'll lead the troops personally. I must advise against this. You'll be in great danger, and inspiring as your presence may be to the troops, your death or severe injury would destroy their morale completely. No, I'm sick of waiting around. I am a knight that no one knows. I'm throwing it out there. If I die, fuck it, I deserve it. Very well, Your Majesty. I will prepare your armor and horse. We ride at dawn. This is true. I am a knight, dude. I am a dude knight, if you will.
Really?
Manic Crude is rebelling. Fuck.
It's ridiculous.
Fuck. That's the one I didn't want to rebel.
It's just me, and I have haven't had a chance to lower my farming, except once.
You bitch. I should rebel just on that.
I would have, but it would have put me in the negative. I wanted to bribe you. It would have put me to negative 100. Yay! Okay, so, of course, final battle, I'm saving for last. Let's start with Lord Treachery.
It wouldn't be till the last, next season anyway, so never mind.
Dire news, Your Majesty. The Marsh has sent a battalion of their finest soldiers to support the patricians in the field. They've turned against us? Afraid so.
But if you don't want to recruit me, by all means, go right ahead.
Formally joined the rebellion, declaring you a tyrant. As reason for the uprising, they're citing your past transgressions, mainly the time you stubbornly clung to your money, despite the hyperinflation it caused. I won't lie, Your Majesty. The odds are stacked against us now. They voted for it! It was them that wanted it to happen!
Rebel! Rebel!
Maroon says all you have to do is type !rebel. Opening strike.
My dear barons of the March, thank you for joining us in our righteous war against this tyrant king, Doodknight II.
I think he'll be back in just a second. Alright.
By the way, Maroon, thank you for stopping by and voicing your character.
Yes, no worries.
Heck yeah. I never thought I'd be fighting alongside the Lord Patrician.
Sorry, did you finish the line?
Yes.
And I never thought I'd be taking up arms with the Baron, but before you join the fight, you must decide where you're going to direct your opening strike. We can launch a preemptive strike against the Counts to cripple their military capabilities. If we suspect the Counts may join our cause, we can call them to war. They'll be more likely to join us if the King's authority is low. Or finally, you could send off an assassin to nip this in the bud. Dishonorable, of course, but convenient.
It's like a buffet. I
All
have
right.
all the in the world.
Only
Matt
can
Crew,
slay.
what are you choosing? You are officially the dictator of the Barons. You have two things that are guaranteed options. Call upon the counts to join the cause. Yeah,
I
I
will
kind of saw
unite
that.
this land.
You will unite the land. I don't see a reason for the counts to say no. And unlike lots of owls, for her reign, she united everyone against her. You are uniting everyone against me. Success! The Barons smuggle a secret message to the counts.
Dignified counts, too long have you suffered under the king's oppression. You Easterners are a proud people. Why are you putting up with this tyrant? Join us.
Dignified counts too long. Oh, sorry. Oh, that was you. He speaks truly. Why did we ever think of things this way?
The counts are emboldened
military
by
is
the
feeling
call
it's
to
okay.
rebellion. Of course, they can only act on it if their defiance is high enough.
This was like that scene.
higher.
This was like that scene from that Echo of my Echo playthrough where it's just like, do you want to break up with Leo? And it's just all like, why? Thank you for presenting me with the easiest choice I've ever had to make in my entire life.
Would you like to break up with him?
It's the night before the final battle. The atmosphere in the eastern camp is subdued. Everyone knows the patricians are a formidable foe.
Manic, you know what would have happened if I decided not to break up with him?
He would have.
He would have grabbed me while I was jumping the train. The train would have ran over my legs and he would have carried me back to his room where I died on his bed.
Oh, fun.
Oh my gosh. Like
Yeah.
that one dude?
Like that one dude that was foreshadowing the bad ending.
Oh. Well, that was actually, that's pretty interesting that they would, like, make that full circle like that.
Yeah.
On the
I
journey,
kinda like that.
you've had to leave most of the luxuries of a king behind, but your marshal was good enough to ensure the royal command tent was well stocked with wine. And taking after his mother, he's getting wasted. You neck back your wine in one gulp. You feel better already.
They don't call it liquid courage for nothing.
Tomorrow we fight. How are you feeling, Your Majesty? Eager for glory.
Eager for worms?
If that
Eager
feeling survives
for
contact with
worms.
the enemy, let's see if it survives contact. Now that you're here, you need to lead your troops, otherwise their morale will plummet.
Like, exclamation point
At
rebel.
last, a chance to show my martial prowess that I've never shown anywhere and only been disproven of. I look forward to seeing you in action. When you wake the next day, you have an ungodly hangover. With a groan, you climb onto your war
Ah,
horse.
you don't have your father's liver!
Well, the father actually
Oh, your mother's
abstained.
liver for that matter!
There you go. And ride out with your troops to meet the patricians on the battlefield. The sky is blood red. Flags whip in the wind, horns blow, drums beat. Both sides are in battle formations, with the enemy visible only as 1,000 gleams of sword and armor. Your troops are looking
We don't
at
have
you.
a military, but we're
They
there in
expect a
spirit.
speech.
It's a 50-50 shot. Oh, does that say 10?
Today we stand
fucking
and we
tell.
fight.
This is the
Brave
problem I have with this
warriors
game.
of the East.
Those look like 50s.
Oh.
How
Oh.
did you... You know what? They lost because they couldn't find the single soldier on the field.
There it is.
And that's how we killed the king, ladies
Your
and gentlemen.
soldiers replying with a half-hearted cheer. Their hearts really aren't in it. Charge! And failed again. Your warhorse surges forward, sweat steaming from its flanks. You raise your sword for a beautiful moment. It catches the crimson light of the sun. The army roars and rumbles into motion behind you.
And what, you trip and fall? What happened?
Charge the massed ranks of the enemy, thinking only of glory and revenge. Revenge against the accursed patricians who betrayed you until you show them. Until you... Fuck you guys. I love that it was a SpongeBob sound effect for the patricians. You'll show them what happens when they mess with Your Majesty, watch out! You look up, there's something zipping through the sky, getting closer and closer. What is that? It looks like an arrow strikes you directly in the eye, killing you instantly. Seeing their king slain, the eastern soldiers panic and flee, but it's too late. Coastal troops crash into them and slaughter them mercilessly in the ensuing chaos. Your body is trampled in emulsion. Oh well, for one glorious moment, you really felt like a king. Successor voting is open. Go ahead and vote A or
military.
B. Is it Bastien or Maurice who will become king? Will it be Lots of Owls or Manic Crude that streams next week? Oh, we've got 2-2. One more vote. Oh, yeah. And Sharon decides that it'll be Manic Crude that decides this week. Manic Crude with Bastien takes the lead.
Oh, let's look at this.
Leading his forces in battle against the patricians, King Doodknight II was struck down by an arrow.
Duck!
The patricians, led by Maroon, launched a rebellion that toppled the king and devastated the kingdom. But when the dust cleared, they weren't quick or strong enough to seize the throne themselves. As a reward for staying loyal to the king, the top counts were beheaded. In public, the survivors swore loyalty to the new regime. In private, they swore vengeance. The barons joined the rebellion alongside the patricians. In the aftermath, they were the natural choice to take the throne, and Bastien was crowned to half-hearted cheers from the traumatized common folk. Alright, I'll be right back. I gotta go pee.
I do feel kind of bad.
The loser?
We apparently beheaded a lot of the counts, but it was their votes that got Bastion on the throne.
Okay.
There will be leniency.
Man, I was so close.
It's a numbers game. And honey, you didn't quite have the numbers. And it was just me all by myself up there.
It's okay. Next time. Well, I think Dude had to run for a second. But if we wanted to do our outros, who wants to go first?
I'm always down with alphabetical.
Oh, that would be Gordon first.
What's going on?
Sign off?
We're pretty much done, so if you want to do your sign off.
Let's see. Let me get a link to my channel. Right here. Alright, so, thank y'all for stopping by on these multiplayer collab streams we do. I am Gordon Spa. I do a stream called the Spider Pop Arcade. I do it whenever I can, because I have very labor-intensive work, and it's full-time. I try to stream on my days off. Currently, I'm streaming Breath of the Wild, and I'm dubbing my particular playthrough the Boyfriend Run, and you'll have to maybe watch whatever VODs are on my channel, or watch the next time I stream it to get what that means. Again, I'm a variety streamer. I have lots of games. Who knows? Maybe one day I'll finish them. And that's about it. Here's a link. If you like feature funk or monster folk, feel free to come on by. Or you want to support a fellow queer.
That should be you.
Oh wait, that's not my thing. Wait, no, hold on. Yeah, I put it right there.
Lots of.
Okay, looks like I'm up next. I'm Lots of Owls. If you're not already following, I would totally appreciate that. Just clicking on my name, I think will drag you on that way. I could be wrong. But yeah, I do games like this, party games, looking at streaming some of my crafting, and also doing a Let's Chat. In the meantime, I appreciate everybody coming by, even the people who just watched. It's always nice to kind of have the people, and it was really, really cool to get to actually hear from one of you today. So I know that our Discord information is above in the chat, so if you want to join to McCade Run, it'll let you know when any of us here today were going live. So yeah, thanks, we really appreciate you.
Alright, and then Manic Crude.
And once more, I am Manic Crude. I'm actually the other half of M&M Gaming. Myself and Doodknight are doing our best to actually put up more of this collaboration stuff together, and we really do kind of want to just get this whole ball rolling, you know what I mean? Get a lot of these a lot more of these, collaborations, a lot of us playing this kind of stuff together. We're currently working on the next Let's Just Have the Conversation. We're going to figure that out, and when we do have it up, it'll most likely be hosted by Doodknight, so just kind of keep an eye on that. If you haven't been following him, be sure to click on that follow. If you feel like joining our Discord server, I did put that up. That is what that invite is, and that'll let you know anytime any one of us goes live, or if any of our YouTube channels posts content. Right now, it's actually got myself and Gordon Spa, and then there is another member of our Discord server. His name is Snipe Backwards. He's a Scottish streamer, so don't be afraid to check. You can check him out too. But I myself stream just about 5 o'clock in the morning Pacific Standard Time. That's I'm the early bird of the group here. So if you find yourself up that late or
that early,
exactly.
Namely, anytime I close my stream, usually.
Yeah, exactly. It's usually right after he's done. I'm about to come on. So, like I said, feel free to come on down. Feel free to, any input, anything like that. I know I have a suggestion box. I believe Gordon Spa does. Lots of Owls does. And do you have one up yet, dude?
For what again?
For Twitch? A suggestion box?
No, I need to do that. I'll do that right after this, right after we're done with sign-offs.
Yeah, so like I said, we're always looking forward to any of that input. So feel free to, like I said, any of the chats, anything like that. And I appreciate you plugging the channel. Thank you.
Oh my god. So, after his sign-off, I have to admit a folly of mine. Because I'm using a new stream software. That's why you notice the new raid emote and music and etc. I was stupid and didn't think that I had to click start recording as well. So this might be the one.
You can still download the video from the VOD.
From your video producer.
Okay, I'm gonna have to follow that VOD. I'm gonna go ahead and download that, and I'll cut it, and I'll send it there, and it'll show up on Rumble with all the rest of them. Thank you very much for stopping by. Thank you very much for stopping by, everyone. Please follow both Gordon SPA, Gordon SPA, Lots of Owls, and Manic Crude. They're all my friends. I love them so much, and you don't want to miss a stream of King of the Castle. We do have League of Legends here. We have Sea of Thieves. We have whatever we end up playing. Please throw in a suggestion box for one of us. If you want us to do a multiplayer stream, throw that in the suggestion box. Make sure that it's known what you want to play and what you want us to play. We like playing together. If we have time and we can, we'd love to.
Do you stream it all, Maroon? That would be interesting.
Yeah, Maroon, do you stream?
Oh, he's muted right now. Oh, there we go.
I do. I just didn't want to say anything because it's not my place.
It's totally fair. I appreciate you having the restraint, but please shout yourself out.
I'm Maroon, also known as Mark. I am a variety streamer here on Twitch. I stream usually in the afternoons or mornings. It just depends on my work schedule. So we play King of the Castle, Cities, a couple other games. So if you'd like to check me out, definitely feel free. No pressure. But yeah. Thank you.
Of course.
So please don't be afraid to check out Maroon. Maroon, if you'd like to put a link to your Twitch, twitch.tv/ your username usually. Anyone that is currently following or watching, please feel free to send a follow his way. And I would love to see you guys more often. Oh, is it blocked for some reason? Let me go ahead and put it then. 1 second.
I got it.
You got it sent? Awesome.
Yeah, right there.
There we go. It is sent under Manic Crew. Please follow that gentleman. And for all that, thank you very much. I will be on about in an hour, and I'll start streaming League of Legends, and hopefully it works. If not, I'll jump on Modern Warfare and hope that works. But alcohol makes me lag in real life, almost like fat kids. I'm also a fat kid. Anyway.
You're like very tall though, so
yeah,
you're not like
helps.
fat.
It helps. Height definitely helps. I'm like 6'2", 6'3". We're not too kind. You voiced yourself. You deserve the credit for your voice. That's it. I hope you're here next stream for Manic Crude, who's going to be hosting the very next King of the Castle.
The rule of basket.
Yes, yes. We'll go ahead and let you all go for the night, unless one of my co-streamers are going to start their stream right now.
I honestly, I don't know. What do you think? Oh, you're right. Never mind. Sorry. Yeah, no, we're probably done for the night.
All right, Gordon, are you going to stream any longer tonight?
Depends. A friend of mine.
Are you streaming?
So was it? I have a coworker who goes by Blanc who's been joining my Echo streams. They've recently got me back into fighting games. I ended up getting Melty Blood and In-Birth something. In-Birth Under Night. So I may end up streaming those at some point.
But are you going to do that tonight?
Oh, probably not. Probably not.
Okay, that's all I was looking for. So it looks like I'm going to be the next one streaming. Please go ahead and check me out in about an hour. I'm going to take a short break, make a burger, grab food, grab drinks, etc. And I'll be playing League of Legends and then maybe Modern Warfare, depending on how much the drink makes me lag. You guys have a good one. Oh my god, I just realized my title is The Loser.
Yeah, no, I mentioned that when you left. It was funny.
Wealthiest noble was not Alice.
Because Alice may be hated, but she wasn't a loser.
Yeah, Al was absolutely the hated, which means she remained a threat throughout. But I was just a loser. Like...
Alright guys, I have to go, but thank you so much for coming.
Thank you very much for stopping by, everyone that joined the stream. Please follow my co-friends. Anyway, these people that joined the stream that I love, that are family and friends, please follow them. I'm going to hop off. I'm drunk. Collaborators, that works.
There it is.
Please join the collaborators that are both family and friends. And make sure to send the follows. I'm going to take a short break and I'll be back. Anyone else have anything else to say? Maroon is included. You're part of the rest of the group for right now. Any last minute messages?
Good night, everybody. I gotta go.
Well, else gotta go. Manic's good. Alright, seems everyone's good. Let me go ahead and close off stream. Have a good one, everyone.